Hello. It's back. It's clown time. Time for clown. Hi everyone. I'm so excited for clown time again. We splattered too close to the sun, and our team lost in Splatoon. But it's fine because we have beautiful clown to recover. Hold on. I forgot to move this back after Hammy was here. It's gotta be central. Gotta be, gotta like, make her. Ow! Oh no! By my arm! Welcome. Welcome, Isaiah. Hi. It's going well. So yeah, today we're back for a clown time. It's our second to last show. Our second to last show in the scary town where everyone likes to be strong.
火の大精霊バレンが築いたエスコルチア五大都市の一つ。
So yeah,
Cirrus.
I'm gonna get emotional. It's our second to last show. Oh. I wonder, like, what's gonna happen after the last show. Hi, Chunky. Welcome. Oh, it's okay. Please don't rush. Please take your time. You gotta make sure you're okay first. Just the VOD will be here later if you need it. But please stay safe out there. Yeah, so we're going to the last of the 4 big cities before we head back to the capital. And we're going to our Eon-centric chapter now. We will view Eon. One of Estolia's major 5 and founded by Valen, the great spirit of fire. Cirrus is the Jewel City. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! City. Oh my god, we're going to Yu-Gi-Oh! City. It's time to duel! This city upholds the ideology that strength is justice. Every day, gladiators fiercely vie for victory in the 9 arenas. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! City. All disputes and incidents are determined by the results of duels, and the loser is sent to the Shadow Realm. It is a city where a handful of powerful people monopolize glory, while the countless people without power weep in anguish. Oh no. Some people clearly do not believe in the heart of the cards. I can only pray that this place will change, like all the previous cities we have visited. It's circus time! What are we doing? And that, my dear audience, will be all for today's show. Now then, everyone present, please give a thunderous applause to our members who put on such a brilliant performance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We worked hard. How's the flora? I believe it is exactly how you predicted, hearing that applause. Oh, it's a little baby guy. He's so small. I figured as much. It isn't even sprouting, let alone budding or blooming. So wait, do we have seeds for this? Do we bring the seeds with us, or do they get created by good feeling? I'm very confused. The seed didn't bud at all, so I tore my eyes away from it, gazing at the empty seats. A few people had come to see the show, but it was a grand total of 13. Oh. This was the fruit of our labour from Circus's first show in Cirrus. Are we doing multiple shows now? Okay. Afterward, I got unchanged and was breathing a huge sigh while tidying up our show tent. It's been ages since I last saw so many empty seats. It feels kind of fresh. There's our little positive man. Ugh. I knew this was going to happen, but as someone who's worked in the service industry, I feel utterly defeated. The customer service move. Hey, let's think positive. Since there were so few people, cleaning up the audience seats is a piece of cake. Hi, Carol!
それでも
Welcome.
オートの初公演の0人を考
We
え
just
れば
had
今回は2
a
桁も来
big
てくれたんだ
old
ぜ。
fluff of a show for our first show in what we're now calling the Yu-Gi-Oh City. We're in the Yu-Gi-Oh City now. Besides, we had a big fat 0 for our first show in the capital, but this was double digits. Yes.
まあいい方じゃねえか。
I'd say that's a win. You know what? Yeah, 13 whole people is a lot.
そうだろうか。
That's like more than can fit in a car. More people that can fit in a car watched our show. Is it really?
何を言っても結果は変わらないんだから。
Grumbling won't change the outcome, so stop making such a fuss about it.
そもそも今回は
We already discussed this. We performed with the assumption that it'd flop. I know, but Aless had warned us that our show would be an uphill battle this time, so we wanted to gauge the reception directly. Immediately upon our arrival, we decided to put on a scaled-down show. If we didn't promote it at all and only relied on the presentation of our tent, how many people would come to watch? 13. Exactly. Would people enjoy our usual program composition? Well, after that trial, 13 people liked
結果はま
it.
さにご覧のありさまですってわ
And
け
the
だな。
result, fellas, were exactly what you saw.
ほとんど宣伝できなかったとはいえ。
I know we didn't promote,
さすがにこ
but
こまで来る
still,
とな。
when it's this dead, it's so depressing.
まあそんなに思い詰めないで。今回は
Oh, come
あくま
on.
でお
Don't
試しだ。
taunt yourself over it. This is only a trial after all. I don't think anything could ever take down Jinya. Jinya is the strongest character in this game.
今回の失敗を分析しつつ、公演
We'll
本
use
番
this
の準備
experience
を
to analyze what we lacked and prepare for our main show, okay?
ジーニアにしてはいいこと言うじゃないか。
So Jinya really can speak wisdom. Back at it again. Zephora's on it.
なら次はいつも通り宣伝
Sorry, I'm
と
right
情報
fidgeting
収集
today.
ってとこか
I can't get comfy. It's probably why I banged my elbow earlier. In that case, do we do the whole promote and investigate thing we always do?
じゃあ僕は裏方として頑張って
I'll look harder
チラシを
as
作りながら
I'll look
応
harder
援
as
す
a
るね。
supporter then. I'll cheer for you all while making our flyers. Is he gonna draw them again?
おいおい、オリエンスで成長したやる気は
Oi,
どこ行っ
what
た
happened
よ。
to all that motivation you had in Orient, huh?
やる気はあるよ。ただね、
I am
この
motivated.
街
It's
火
just
の
that the
精霊
presence
さんの
of
気配
fire
が
spirits
強
is
いから
really strong in
なん
this
だか
city.
元気が出なく
And
て。
I can't look up much energy. Oh, little guy.
オリエンスの時のビリオのような
I
感じ
see. That is similar to how Vilio felt in Oriens. Does that mean like the city's just like straight up like blocked off from certain people who have like certain elemental affinities? Because that sucks. That really sucks. Okay. Don't push yourself too hard.
うん、ありがと
Mm,
う。やれるこ
thanks.
とは頑張
I'll
る
do
か
what
ら。
I can. Get a rest, Pashalia. You worked hard last time. So I'm drinking a big tea. I think I'm starting to develop a cold. No, it's the middle of summer. It was already our fourth show, so the team was pretty used to the proceedings by now. We all began enthusiastically discussing our individual plans. Our first priority is to fill the audience seats. We actually need to attract people here next time.
だな。
Right?
さて、それはどうかね。
Who? Well, I don't know about that. Huh? Hello? Who are you? Who is this? I like his jewelry.
迷ったのかな。
Um,
ここは関
are
係
you
者以外
lost
立ち入り禁
perhaps?
止だよ。
Only staff are allowed to enter this area.
そんな固いこと言うなって。
Oh,
オタクらが
don't
噂
be
のサー
such a
カスだろ。
spoil sport. You guys are that circus group I've heard about, right?
ここにイーヨンがいるって聞いて挨拶
I heard
に来たん
Eon's
だよ。
around, so I came to have a chat. Eon? I glanced over at him. Eon, who saw the intruder, widened his eyes in shock. We're in Eon's town now. Are you Abby?
おお、久しぶりだな、イオン。
Yep, a
お
long
互い
time
捕
no
まって
see,
なくて
Eon.
何よりだ。
Glad that we're both alive and kicking.
お前がオートに行って以来だから。
This guy's
Oh,
clearly
no,
important
I'm
because he's got a really fancy outfit on. I'm worried. The last time we met was before we went to the capital, so it's probably been about 3 years now, huh? You look sad.
なんだ、いいよ。知り合いか。
What's this about, Eon? Is he acquaintance of yours?
ああ、悪い悪い。自己紹介がまだ。
Ah, my bad. I haven't introduced myself yet.
俺は
There it is, his name
商
card.
人の端くれだ。これでもイオンとは昔一緒に。
I'm Abby, a mere merchant. I might not look like it, but in the past, I was just like Eon, a fellow.
ただの昔
You
な
already
じ
don't
み
trust him. Yeah, I know, I get that
それ以
vibe
上
as
でもいいことは
well.
ない
He has a sus vibe. We're just old acquaintances. Nothing more.
おいおい、せめて元同
Hey,
僚とか言
at
ってく
least
れ
call me
よ。
your former co-worker or something.
不愛想な
You're
の
cold
は
as
相変わらず
always.
だな。
Abby clapped Eon several times on the shoulder while the former wore something of a scowl. They probably did used to know each other, but their relationship seems rather complicated. That's because he's as sus as fuck, but I like his outfit. An old acquaintance of Eon's, huh? That reminds me, I don't really know much about Eon's past now that I think about it. He's a secret boy. If you're Eon's former co-worker, were you a public security officer as well?
あ、治安維持官
What? Public security officer?
その話は後だ
We will
それよ
discuss this later.
突然何の
That
用だ
aside, why did you suddenly come here, Abby?
こちらは今取り込んでいて忙しい
I am busy attending to other
話なら後
matters.
日にしてくれ
If
る
you
の
wish
は
to
ありがと
chat, please save it for another day.
忙しいね。
Busy, hmm?
そいつはさっきのショーのことか
Are。you referring to that show earlier? Oh my god, are you one of the 13?
お、見てくれたのか？
Oh,
どう
you
だ
were
った？
watching?
すごかったろ。
How was it? Pretty awesome, right?
いや、軽く覗いただけだ
No,
が。
I only had a brief
は
look.
っきり言ってあれはダ
But
メだ
to be
な。
blunt, that was shoddy. Okay, Abby, get out. Leave. You're no longer welcome here.
ドラゴンの迫力こそすごかったが、
The dragon was impressive, sure.
何度やってもあ
But
れじゃ客は
no
呼
matter
べね
how many times you perform, I bet you won't get any spectators. Get out.
おいおい、そいつは聞き捨てならねえ
Hey,
な。
I can't just stand by and let you run your mouth like that. Yeah, get him. Get him, Rady. Get him.
このラディ様と愉快な仲間たちは、
Rady the
これで
Great
も
and his
今ま
band
で
of
無
merry
数の
men
街で
have
喝采を
earned
浴
the
びてきたん
standing
だぜ。
ovation of countless cities so far, for your information. Yeah, finally it's Eon time.
変な盛り方をするな、毛玉。
Don't dramatize it,
Daga.
verbal.
他の町
That
で
being
成功
said,
してきたのは
we
事実
have
だ。
found success in other cities, and that's a fact. That's as a for a fact.
ああ、はいはい、そいつはおめでとうさ。
Ah, yes, yes.
Kedo.
Cool story,
他
my
の町は
man.
他の町だ。
That's great, but other cities are other cities. He speaks very similar to
少
Rady.
なくともこのフェルスじゃ無理だろうな。
At the very least, it's not
住
going to
民の
work
俺が
here.
断言してやる。
Being a fair citizen, I can declare that with confidence. Well, are you going to help us then? Help us or leave? I'm not surprised Eon's route is kind of dark. He's kind of like the edgy boy of the cast, I guess. And now I'm excited for other routes as well. I don't know who to do next. I'm still thinking I'm gonna put like a poll up on YouTube maybe so we can decide. I don't quite know how I'm gonna do it yet because it looks like there's like extra content in each city for each character. So I don't know if I'll have to like replay some bits, I guess. But we'll probably forget what happened in those cities by then, so it's probably fine. Hearing Abby's judgment, I spoke up nervously. Why is that? Is it maybe because the residents here hate the capital?
なんだ、その話は知ってた
Huh?
のか。
So you knew about that?
確かに。
Yeah,
3年前の
quite
意
a
見
lot
か
of
らずっ
folks
と
hold a grudge
王
against
と
the
恨むやつ
capital
は
after
多い
what happened
な。
3 years ago. It's been 3 years since Eon joined the public security force, huh? Huh. Interesting.
けどな、それだけじゃねえ。
But that's not all.
お前らのショー
There's
に
a
はもっ
bigger,
と致命
more
的な問
fatal
題がある
defect
んだ。
about your show. Avi, shrugging slightly, jerked his chin as a cue, and then began walking off. Yeah, get out of
理由
here.
を知りたきゃついてきな。いいところに案内
If
し
you
てや
want
る
to
よ。
know why, follow me. I'll take you to a good place. He's gonna take us to a gladiator arena, isn't he? He's... Oh,
イオン
wait.
の昔の知り合いって言ってたよな。
I missed that. I clicked
つ
it
い
too
ていって
quickly.
大丈夫か？
We all shared a look as we watched him leave. He said he and Eon go way back, right? Is it alright for us to follow him?
少なくとも悪人ではない。
He is
害
harmless,
はない
I think.
はずだ。
He's not a bad person, at least.
害がないならとりあえずつい
If
ていってみる
it's
か。
as you say, then I guess we might as well follow him for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't irritated by his rude remarks out of nowhere, but if a person who lives here is willing to give us constructive criticism, it'd help us out a lot. Actually, there's something I don't know about this game, because I've not looked into a lot about this game, because I wanted it to be like a surprise when I played it. Are there bad endings? I'm scared if there's a bad ending. Because like I know when we played Paradig and Paradox, we could actually see the timeline there, so we knew like where all the routes were. But this game doesn't seem to have anything like that, so I'm not sure where all the routes are. So we might have bad endings, I don't know. I know there's normal endings in this, where like, I think it's like a no romance ending, I guess. So that'd be fun. But I'm scared, I don't want a bad ending. If a person who lives here is willing to give us constructive criticism, it'd help us out a lot. After I expressed my agreement, Junior waved his hand flappantly.
じゃあなたたち行ってらっしゃい。
Okay, then you guys go ahead. I'll tidy up the tent. To be fair, for a noble, Junior is like well up for getting his hands dirty.
集合はチアーズでよろしくね。
See you all at Cheers later. We're going to Cheers. We're going to see Poppy
ジー
Boy.
ニアが率先して片付けするなんて珍
That's
しいね。
unusual. Junior volunteering
も
to
しかし
clean.
てア
Do
ビ
you
ーのこと
perhaps
苦手と
dislike
か
Abby or something? Okay, I was right. It is weird.
まあ確かに好みじゃないけど。
Well,
そういうことじゃ
I
ない
can't say I'm fond of him, but that's not the reason.
たまたまそういう気分なの。
I'm just in the mood to pick up right now.
行ってらっしゃい。
Okay, end of conversation. Toodaloo! Is it something to do with him being a noble from the capital and people recognizing him, maybe? Could that be it? With that, Junior shooed us away. For the time being, we decided to follow Abby. Okay, got Eon POV. It's Eon time. I wonder if he's as quiet in his head as he is normally. I wonder if he's gonna have like a massive internal monologue right now. No bad endings. That's nice of the game to give us no bad endings.
昔の
I guess it's not that sort of game.
か
An old acquaintance, huh? Is that all we're gonna get? Is that it? Is that literally it? Oh my god. Ferris, as a city, was structured around a massive arena. It looks like the town from Attack on Titan. The symbolic Colosseum was at the center, encircled by 8 minor arenas in the inner ring of the city. The outer ring contained the residential area. Surrounding the inner ring, counting the center, the city consisted of 3 sectors. Oh no. It's the Attack on Titan town. Someone compared this city to a circular housing complex, I think. The lamps are axes. Lamps are axes, oh my god. We are currently walking through an inner ring with Abby in the lead. The long-awaited event for Sea-Rank Gladiators is here. The Sea Battle Tournament will be held right here in the 4th arena. I want Eon to express himself more. I think it'd be nice.
チケットをお持
He
ちの
needs to
方
have
は
a pat on
こ
the
ち
head
ら
and
へ
be told
一
it's
列に
okay.
お並びください。
Those who have bought tickets, please line up over here.
今ならポップコーンが2割引き
Popcorn is
だ
20%
試合
off
観
on a
戦の
limited
お供
time
にお一
special.
ついかが
How about something to munch on as you enjoy the match? I want some popcorn. I'll take some.
第五闘技場のナイターは来年のフェルスカップの興行権を
Looks
か
like
け
the
た
price
決
for
闘だ
the
って
fifth
よ
arena's night game is the right to hold the Ferris Cup next year.
闘技場のオーナー同士の試合か。
A
代
match
理
between
検討士に
arena
誰
owners,
が出る
yeah?
か注目だな。
I can't wait to see their picks for their standing gladiators.
あーすげえ人だな。
Wow, that's a lot of
祭りでもや
people.
ってんのか？
Is there some kind of festival going on or something?
いやそういうわけではないこれ
No,
が
that's
フェル
not
ス
the
の
case.
日常だ
This is normal for Ferris. Just normal things. Queuing up to see people beat each other to death. Just normal things. Their place probably served the same purpose as the main street in this city. Yeah, I think I heard there was like a non-romantic ending. I don't think I've played a game before that's had a non-romantic ending. Only like good and bad ones, so I'm excited. The way was lined with arena entrances, and it was filled with such hustle and bustle that my ears were aching.
この街じゃ常にどこかの闘技場でなんか
He
の
just
試合が
doesn't
組ま
fit
れて
in
る
with
か
the
ら
rest of
な
the cast. He doesn't look right. I like his outfit, but he doesn't look right. This man's not normal. At any given time in the city, there's some sort of contest going on in an arena.
特に目抜き通りのここは
The main
観
passage
戦
here
客と
is
商売人で
especially
いつもこう
busy,
だぜ。
with all spectators and merchants around, so it's always like this.
人酔いしちゃいそう。
I think I'm getting a little dizzy from being around so many people. Not a little country boy! Pashalia! Are you okay, Pashalia?
うん土地柄もだけど。
Yes. The
この
nature of
熱気
this
に当て
place
られちゃっ
doesn't
て。
sit well with me, and the heated atmosphere here makes it even worse.
じゃあパスハリアは俺の後ろな。
Oh,
人よけになってやるよ。
they're friends! Stay behind me, Pashalia. I'll shield you from the crowd.
ありがとう。助かるよ。
Thank you, that'd be a great help.
にしてもこの食い物の
That
匂いが
aside,
食欲
The
を
smell of the
誘う
snacks
よ
here is
ね
making me hungry. I respect the snack boy. Indeed, there were all kinds of food stalls as far as the eye could see. Light snacks that can be nibbled on during the fights probably sell really well here. That's the answer, we need snacks at the circus. Since there's so much competition, they're probably trying to attract customers through aromas and sales pitches. As usual, I was analysing the sellers through the lens of a formal occupation as we took in our surroundings, and suddenly...
さっさと出てけ
Get out!
分かってますから
I know! Woo! We heard a yell before an elderly man was kicked out of the stall ahead of us.
今日からこの店は俺のもんだ負け犬は尻尾巻いて消えるんだな
This shop is mine from today. Losers like you should just disappear with your tails between your legs. Did they just steal the shop because they're stronger than him? Ow. Are you alright? I couldn't just stand by and watch as the old man picked his things scattered on the ground, so I offered my help.
ああはいありがとうございます
Yes, thank you. This is fucked up. Bilio, who joined me, glared at the stall that had tossed the elderly man out.
こんなじいさんに手荒なことしや
How
がっ
could
て。
he be so rough with a grandpa like this?
俺ちょっと行ってさっきのやつ
I'll
ぶちのめして
go
くれ
beat。that guy up. Get him.
はあ？何言ってんだお
You
前。
what? What nonsense are you saying?
変な正義感はしまっとけ。
Can it with your
下手な
necessary
介入
sense
は
of justice.
トラブルの元
If
だぞ
you。intervene rashly, you'll dive headfirst into trouble.
なんで止めるんだよ。だってさっきの
Why
は。
are you stopping me? It was clear he was.
やめておくれ勝負に
Please
負けた
stop, young
わしが
man. It was my
悪いん
fault
じゃ
for losing the match. But that's your livelihood.
どういうことですか？
Could you elaborate?
僕たちには一方的
In
に追い
our
出された
eyes,
ように
you
見
seem
え
to
たけ
be
ど。
driven out by force. The elderly man slowly stood up. According to him, He and the man earlier had hired standing gladiators for a duel, with that stool as the wager. Stool? That stall as the wager. The elderly man's gladiator had lost, costing him all his rights to the stall. The entire stall was a wager?
ああ、あんたらは
Oh,
観光客か。
are you all tourists?
知らんの
No
は
wonder
無理
you're
もないか
unaware. I know. I think we should let Villia go beat them up because then the old man can have his stall back.
ここはそういう
That's how
街
things
なん
work
じゃ
in
よ
this。city. The loser is always the
負
one
け
in
た
the
者
wrong.
が悪いんじゃ。
Fucked up. The elderly man trudged off, and I could only stare, dumbfounded. Eon then muttered in a detached voice, almost like he was talking to himself.
決闘都市の2つ名の通り、
Being
フェルス
the
では
jewel
決
city,
闘が神聖
in
なものとし
Ferris,
て取り
jewels are
扱われ
seen
ている。
as sacred and absolute.
小さなものはおやつの取り合いから、
They can decide
大
many
きなものは
things, ranging from
町の政
trifling
策決定
matters
まで。
like arguing over snacks to deciding political policies.
あらゆ
Oh
る
my
揉め
God.
事を決闘で解決し、
All disputes are
敗者は
solved
そ
through
れに従
duels,
わねばならない。
and the loser must
Sorry.
obey
こ
unconditionally.
の町のルール。
That is a rule of this place.
アレストさんには聞いていたけど、思
Bad,
ってた
it's
以上
bad.
に厳しいんだね。
Aless told us about this, but it's much harsher than I expected.
ビリオみたいに強いやつ
It
に
might
はい
be
い街
paradise
か
for
もしれ
strong
ねえ
guys
が
like Vilio, but
この流れで褒められても
praising me
嬉しくない。
after all that doesn't make me very happy, you know. Vilio looked conflicted. Avi gave him a sidelong glance before giving us a bit more clarity about the state of affairs.
まあ闘技場を使っての決闘は
Duels and
それ
arenas
こそ
only
店の
happen when
権利
it's a
問題
big
みたい
dispute
な大
like
きな
this
揉め事
one,
に限るけどな
which involves the right to a stall.
市長や公的機関に申し立て
Official
る正
duels
式な
that
決闘
involve
なんて
informing the
ほんの一
mayor
握り
or public organisation are few and far between.
小さなトラブル
So
は
I guess we're just
治
like
安維持隊
unlucky
が
to
その
see
場で
this
立ち会っ
one.
て勝敗を裁くんだ
Small quarrels are usually decided on the spot with security officers present as judges. It could be as simple as a coin flip. What? Disputes are solved with a coin flip? Excuse me?
そのあたりのルールは
Excuse me?
意外なほど細かく決められてるって
I
話
heard that
だ
the
な。
rules are surprisingly detailed and specific. Uh-oh.
例えば、決闘は必
Actually,
ず
no, what, you know
両者
what?
の合意を
If
必
they're
要としてい
surprisingly
るし、
detailed and specific, that means there's loopholes to exploit. For example, duels can only happen with the consent of both parties, but
あまりに不当な申し立ては、そもそも決闘が
overly
受理されな
unreasonable
かったり、
applications are
ハン
sometimes
デがつく
rejected
こ
on
と
the
も多いそう
spot
だ。
or held with a handicap on one side. So there's still some order.
じゃなかったらこの街はやりたい
If
放
that
題の
didn't
無法
exist,
地帯だろうぜ
this city would probably be a lawless area where anything goes. What would happen to the elderly man from earlier? He lost his job. No matter how worried I was, there was nothing I could do. Oh, I feel bad for the old man. Feeling torn, I continued to walk on.
とここだここだ
Ah, we're here, everyone! I can't get over the axe lights. I can't believe there's axe lights! Avi halted his footsteps before the reception area of the gate with the number 7 on it.
おーいルナ
Hey, Luna! Oh, cute!
アービーさん、今日もサボりですか？
She's cute. Avi, are you slacking off again today? This place is weird, right?
おいおい
Fucked up.
まるで俺が普段からサボってるみたいに言うな
Oh,
って
come
の
on. You make it sound like I'm always ditching work.
今日は視察ついでに昔の知り
I
合い
only
を案
wanted
内
to
して
do
や
an
ろうと思って
inspection
な
today while I'm showing an old acquaintance around.
VIP 席埋まってますけど。
The VIP seats are full though.
立ち見で構わねえよそっ
We
ちの
can
が
just
直
stand
に
and
伝わる
watch.
だろうしな
That'll probably make the message clearer to them.
ならどうぞ。
Okay, please head on in then. Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna go see a gladiator
待たせた
match.
なじゃあ行こうぜ
Sorry for the wait. Let's go. That was...
ルーの子ここの受
You
付
asking
係だ
about
よ
Luna?
愛想はないけ
She's
ど
a receptionist
働き
here.
者だぜ
Standoffish, but a hard worker. Oh no. That's not what I mean.
そもそもここはどこなん
Where
だ
are we
勝
anyway?
手に入っていい
Is
場
it
所な
okay
の
for
か
us to just barge in?
ああ、そういうことか。
Ah, I see, I see.
ここはフェルスに8つ
This
ある
is one
小
of
闘
the
技
8
場の一つ。
minor arenas in Paris.
俺がオーナーを務めてる。
It's the
フェルス
7th
第
arena,
7闘技場
which I own. He's an arena owner. Eon's gonna be his, like, standing gladiator for whatever they were talking about earlier, huh? The moment we stepped in, we were slammed by the cacophony of cheers inside, which dwarfed the noise from earlier. I know I miss Orin so much. Now we're at the place with stupid axe lights. Ah! Now that sounds like a heated Yu-Gi-Oh duel. In the center of an arena were two young men with swords locked in battle. Blades clashed and gleamed, blood danced in the air in intoxicating arcs, making the two go mad as a fatal showdown unraveled. Is it actually fights to the death? Oh no! I gasped in shock, overwhelmed by the intense exchange before us. However,
そこだベッツせ
yeah, right there, smash them!
針金全部かけてんだ
I bet all my money on you! Don't you dare get pathetic out there! Oh my god, all these voices sound weird and fucked up. In contrast to my reaction, the spectators are screaming louder and louder and joking. What are these noises? They're awful. Almost as if he were responding to the audience, one gladiator sliced a clean horizontal line on the chest of his opponent. Aren't you gonna stop them? One of them's gonna die at this rate.
人死にはめったに
Fatalities are rare. If you slaughter your opponent, you lose by default. But they're still... That was when Abby spread his hands and faces once again.
見ろよこの熱気
Look,
この
look.
興奮
Look at this frenzy,
これで
this
分かっただろ
excitement. Do you see what I mean now?
確かにお前らのショーはすごいさ
True, your show is
他
impressive.
の町で成
I can
功し
see
た
why
の
you
も分
found
かる
success in other cities.
けどここの住民はな
But
生まれた時
from
か
the
らこ
moment
の
of their
闘技場の
births, the
激しい
citizens
試合を見て
here
育って
grow
る
up
んだ
watching the thrilling matches in these arenas. Thrilling is not the word I would use, but go off, King.
毎日のように試合もある
And
お前
there
ら
are
も
plenty to watch every
見
day.
向きもしね
They
え
won't even spare a glance at your little play nice production. But that's what a circus is, sir. We're playing nice. Yeah, our circus doesn't have any blood in it. We need to order some blood stat. I couldn't even think of a rebuttal. Many people in the overcrowded audience were indeed going wild over this show.
なあイオン
Right,
お前なら
Eon?
よーく分かってる
I'm
はず
sure you should know about this very well.
何が言いたい
Get to the point. Abby spoke in a teasing tone and Eon's eyes darkened in response.
我々のショーに文句をつけに来たんだ
Did you only come to pick at our show?
まさかサーカスってやつが他の都市で人々を沸かせてるって
Even
話は
I heard
俺
the
の耳に
news
も
that
入って
people in
き
the
て
other cities have been raving about a group called Circus.
そこに旧友がいるって聞いたときは
When I heard an
俺も
old
鼻
friend
が
was
高かった
among the
ぜ
cast, I was so proud.
でもこの街
I
で
can't
お前らの
help
ショーは
but
通じない
read that in a sarcastic tone. Like, I was so proud. That feels like how he would say it. But in this city, you won't get the people with that.
旧友に恥をかかせたくないからな
I don't want my friend to lose
助けてやろ
face,
うと思ったん
so
だよ
I thought I'd help you out. Sus. Abby smirked meaningfully as he spoke.
一つだけ
There
お前らの
is
ショーを
one
確
method
実に
that
成
will
功させ
definitely
られ
make
る
your
方
show
法がある
succeed. Yeah. That's what we should do. Shove him in the arena and be like, right, come on, let's give him a show then. There is one method that will definitely make your show succeed.
確実に
Definitely.
その方法
What
って
kind
の
of
は
method
何
is
だよ
that?
簡単な話さ
Oh, it's simple.
お前らのショーを
Let me produce your
俺に
show.
プロデュースさせてくれ
That's my job. Huh?
世界最強の幻獣であるドラゴン
A
と
fatal showdown between the
帰ってきた
strongest Fae in the
伝説の
world,
剣闘士
the
イオンと
legendary
本気の
gladiator
殺し合
who
い
has finally returned. Eon versus the dragon.
孔明打って売り出せば間違いな
If
く
we
盛
make
り上
that
が
our
るだろ
selling point, it'll certainly get everyone's blood boiling. Legendary gladiator? I turn my questioning gaze towards Eon, but you find Abby funny. Like he's one of those characters that is a funny guy. But quite often a funny guy is also sus. That's just the nature of a funny guy. He remained utterly silent with a grimace on his face.
なんでよそ者のお前にプロデュ
You're
ー
an
スを任せなきゃ
outsider.
なんねえん
Why
だ
the
よ。
heck will we let you produce our show?
悪い話じゃねえはずだぜ。俺は仮にも
It's a
闘技場の
profitable
オーナーだし、
proposal for you too.
この町じゃそれ
Don't
なり
forget
に
that
影
I'm
響
an
力
arena
がある
owner, which means that I have some influence in this city.
大闘技場の使用許可も出
I
せ
can
る
get you
し、
permission to use the
宣伝だって
Colosseum
任せてくれ
and
りゃいい
even take up a promotion for you. Hi, Chunky. Abby is not a fae. Abby is Eon's old friend, who is a arena owner in the Yu-Gi-Oh city, and he's very sus. I don't trust him. He has a point. Abby's offer could be something very helpful to us right now. He wants to produce our show, but that's our job. Having the backing of someone with power would be very reassuring. But don't steal my job.
ま、すぐ返事しろとは言わねえが、一案として考えといてくれよ。
Well, I'm not telling you to give me your answer right away. Consider it an option. He's a saucy little man.
じゃ、俺は用事があるから行かせてもらうな。
Alrighty, I got stuff to do, so I gotta go.
ここは好きなだけ見て、好きな時に出てってくれて
Did
構
you
わ
make
ねえ
it
から。
home safe, Chunky? Make sure you get plenty of rest. Feel free to watch as long as you want, and leave whenever you feel like it. I wanna go. Mom, I'm scared, I wanna go home. With those words, Abby left. We watched him go in complete silence. Mom, I wanna go home, I'm
お疲れ
scared.
様でした。また観戦したいときは私に申し付けてください。
Yeah, Abby heard about our show and just heard like ka-ching, ka-ching. I hope you enjoyed the match. Please come speak to me when you wish to spectate again.
あなた方は無料で通すようにア
Abby
ビー
has
さんに
told
言わ
me
れ
to
てる
let
の
your
で
group in for free whenever you like. Oh wow, Abby, wow. So thanks so much. Yeah, I really appreciate that. We'll really make the most out of watching your shows. Yeah, I definitely will. It's a promise. Luna's cute. I like Luna. She's done nothing wrong. Okay, thank you. After Abby left, we decided to leave as well. Saying goodbye to Luna, the receptionist, we left the arena with a brisk strides. Yeah, me too. Get out of there. We met up with Junior at our usual place, where we quickly became regulars. Yes, cheers existed in Ferris as well, as if its presence was only natural. There he is. He's back. It's been a while, Liam. Oh, what's this? My dear Circus, you're all looking rather doom and gloom today. Let me guess. It's a broken heart, right? Did someone get rejected?
いやー仕方ないよね。彼女はやっぱり俺に惚れる運命だったっていうか。
Ah, well, you can't fight fate. Cirrus really is destined to fall head over heels for me in the end. Leon!
我naがら名推理。
Leon's back. I'm such a great Oh, are you a Leon fan? Leon's funny. I like him. He's a funny guy.
ため息で返事するのやめてよ。
Come on, answer with a sigh. You love him. I respect that. I really respect that. He needs a root. Maybe one day they will. Maybe we'll get TLC or something.
さっさと案内しろ。
Great detective? More like greatly defective. Wait, hold on. We're gonna read that again. Go. Great detective? More like greatly defective. Cut the nonsense and take us to a table. Got him! That was really good. Sephora might be the kindest of you all. At least he's willing to respond to me. He's got the banter.
もう勝手に座るぞ。
We'll just find our own table then.
ごめんごめん。ちゃんと仕
Sorry,
事しますっ
sorry.
て。
I'll do my job. A
7名
table for
様ご案
7.
内。
His usual cheery demeanor, Leon led us to a table. I want to go upstairs. Put us on an upstairs table, please. We immediately began discussing the events from earlier. No, I like Sephora. He can be funny. He's so funny without meaning to be funny. He's allowed. We immediately began discussing the events from earlier.
なるほどね。闘技場オーナーの協力は魅力的だけど。
I see. That. Once again, I've lost the ability to speak. I see. The help of an arena owner is rather attractive, but
殺し合いと題した演目だな。
a program centered around killing each other is
エレガン
the
トさとは
furthest thing from
無縁の発
elegance.
想ね。
Respect Ginia. Don't know who needs a route, Ginia, but Ginia's route isn't a romance route, it's a route where we take Ginia out shopping. I think that's what Ginia deserves. We'll go on,
僕もちょっとそういうの
we'll
は
take
肌
him
に合
out
わない
shopping
か
and go on a wine mum date. I think that would be Ginia's ideal. Agreed. I also don't really approve.
今までしてきたショートは
The thing is with
全
this
然
game,
方向
the
性
thing
が
is with this
違
game,
うし
Azia, is that like
正直
every design
僕は好き
bangs.
じゃない
Every design is really good. This character design is so solid for this game. It's a completely different philosophy from our show so far, and to be honest, I don't like it. No, I agree. I can't see myself ever coming around to Abby's proposal either. We'd faced dangerous things in our journey so far. Fiend encounters, thieves... Oh, when did that happen? But hurting each other, especially during a show, felt wrong to me. To say nothing of actually trying to get applause with such a demonstration.
肌に合う合わないは
Our
こ
approval
の際どうで
and
もいいだろ
personality opinions don't matter in these circumstances. Sephora, honey, I love you, but I have to disagree there. I have to disagree with you there, honey.
手段はどうであれ俺たちはど
It's
うに
our
かし
duty
て
to
不動
blame
ら
the
を
flora
咲か
at
せる
all
必要があるん
costs,
だからな
no matter what means we use. Sephora!
あら、アービーの提案通りにするってのか。
Are you saying that we should go along with Abby's idea then?
何も代案が見つからなければ
Unless we
そう
find
す
another
るしかないだろ
solution, this is the only option we have.
俺は絶対お断りだ。
I'll never
い
do
くら
it.
ショートはいえ、
Even if it's for a
イオン
show,
と殺し合いなんて
I
さ。
could never go into a death match against Eon.
言い合ったって今すぐに結論は
Guys,
出ねえんだ。
even if we
二
argue,
人とも落ち
we'll
着
reach
け。
any conclusions right now. Both of you chill. Yeah, chill time. Yeah, I know. There's so many like good designs, and like it's a character that only appears for like 5 minutes or whatever. You're like, why are you not in the game more? Why? He's right. Frankly, I think it's too tall of an order to make our decision about Abby's offer right away. We managed to learn about one side of this city through Abby. But I feel like we haven't gotten much information about the problem. We need to solve the crux of the matter. Why'd that line seem so off? We need to solve the crux of the matter.
さっき少しだけ見たけど
We came across a little bit of it
弱い人の肩身が
earlier.
狭くなってる
How
って
the
ことだよ
vulnerable
ね
are stuck in such a disadvantaged position, right?
あのじいさん、大丈夫だったのかな。
Is that grandpa gonna be alright? Hopefully he has a family who can help him.
そこを考えても
Even
結
if we
局
worry
俺
about
らに
it,
はどうし
in
よう
the
もねえ
end,
から
it's not
な。
like we can do anything.
ああいうのが少しでも減るようになんとかしなきゃなら
What
な
we
いんだ
need
よ
to
な。
do is decrease such incidents as much as we can using what we've got. With Abby's method, we could possibly gather enough spectators and fan their excitement, but to be honest, that won't bloom the flora though, will it? That'll just like, that won't work, because they already have fights and stuff here, and they've already got like a record low of flora, so that won't work. I remember the lore. I know what's going on here. I can't imagine the flora blooming even that happens. Yeah, that's what I just said. I didn't even read it and I was on the right track.
だが まだ提案された
But at the
形以外
moment, we haven't
方
found
法が
any
見つからない。
means other than his proposal. Yeah, we gotta try and do something nice and friendly, not violent. Hi, Alien King, welcome.
だからまずは調査。
Thus, investigation comes first, huh? Yeah, we need to learn about the people in Ferris. What's up? We're doing Clown Game today. We are doing our second to last show. And we're in the Yu-Gi-Oh city, where they love to duel. And they love violence. They crave violence, and we don't want to do violence. We refuse to do violence. I've forgotten the actual name of the city now, because I keep calling it the Yu-Gi-Oh city. Oh no. I can't remember what it's called. Paris? Are we in Paris? We can't just focus on the excitement on the surface. We need to hear the voices of the vulnerable.
そうだ。
I'm a clown, yeah.
我々には我々のやり方がある。
Indeed, we have our own principles and methods.
うん。いつも通り
Right, like
僕
always,
たちにできることから
let's
始
start
め
with
よ
what we can do.
それじゃあ今日はいろいろあってみん
Well
な
then,
疲れちゃってるだろうし
Everyone's probably dead tired after all that's happened today, so Junior needs his beauty sleep.
街の調査は明日からね
Investigation will begin
みんな
tomorrow.
今
All
日は
of
ゆ
you,
っ
go
く
get
り
some
休
rest
みなさい
today. Almost as if trying to cool us down from the fever of the arena. A warm evening breeze brushed over us as we headed towards our camp outside the city walls. I'm glad we're not staying in the city. Oh, okay, we're just going straight into investigation time, huh? I bet we'd see a bit more if we had more of a relationship with Eon. Where's he hanging out? The inner ring. Partiality's in the stadium. We could hang out with Junior. Maybe. Oh god. Ah! Oh, I can't control it. It's because my controller's still busted from Fire Emblem. Vilio is in the main entrance. Yeah, we're going to Zephora, obviously. Wait, who's up there? How do I get up there? Ugh. Eon. Okay, Eon was all the way, like, hidden. We'll go at... Obviously we're going to Zephora time. The next day, I was walking down one of the city passages for my investigation. I'd only managed to walk less than a quarter of the ring, but it seemed like most citizens could be found in the arenas with ongoing duels. On the other hand, the areas around the empty arena were deathly silent. There might be a match in the one over there. It feels like it's steadily getting more crowded. I took note of my surroundings and as I walked towards the traffic when... Eon's probably staying away from the arenas, to be honest. Understandable. Where's a red nose? I don't have a red nose. Red wouldn't go with my colour scheme. There was a loud thump as a wagon fell over right next to me. I was thinking, is that gonna be like... Is that gonna be us running into Zephora? Hey, you, stop right there. You crashed into me? Look how you ruined all my wares. Excuse me? Don't go around accusing people. I didn't bump into you at all. You ain't fooling anyone. Okay, well, it's another situation where we're going to get ourselves into a situation and Zephora's going to have to rescue us. I stood there in a stupor as they began arguing beside me. They're a little scary. The people around here are all quite aggressive. If I'd come across this in the capital, I might have considered going in as a mediator. However, such an act felt too risky here, so I tried to sneak away. The keyword being tried. Oi, you saw it all, right? Uh-oh. Huh? Back me up here. Tell him I'm innocent. What do I do? I only saw the moment they toppled over. The two burly men were hounding me and I felt backed into a corner. Then? Here. It's okay. Our mans is here. Yeah, no, I don't have a red nose, unfortunately. I feel cute enough without one. I do love to go Hong Kong, though. Our clown is shining armor. You're so right. You're so right. We don't need to run. We got our man here now. I heard a very familiar voice. Instinctively, I turned towards it. Sephora! Has there been a disagreement? Oh my god, did he bring the police with him? This guy just accused me of false charges. You're guilty for sure. You pushed over my wares. The security officer Sephora had brought over wedged himself between the two riled up citizens and acted as their mediator. Thank you! I sent a grateful look in Sephora's direction as he stood behind them all. Thank you, Sephora! Although Sephora was staring at me with an exasperated expression. Make no mistake, in that moment, he was my savior. Even the witnesses weren't too clear on what actually happened, therefore... A coin flip in the presence of the officer would decide who won the argument. Wow, I love politics. It resulted in the merchant's victory. The other man had to accept the consequences in the form of a reimbursement, though it was a small sum. He didn't look convinced, but after the victor was decided, he didn't protest at all. The quick tempers and the radical anger of the people here stood out to me. Seeing that, I could tell that the bare minimum order was present in the city. Are you calling order a coin flip to decide? Decide who's right? Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah.
It was nothing. Now he's going to turn around and yell at us for getting in trouble again. Yeah, it's a good thing Sephora was here. The officer saluted us while heading out at a quick pace. Sorry for dragging you in. I won this time, so take this as a token of apology. Well, it's something that can't be sold since it got damaged in the fall, but if you don't mind, go ahead. He's trying to pawn his trash off on me. Huh? I can't accept this. I didn't do anything. He's offering it. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Ah, you're the one who called the officer here? Well, if your miss doesn't want it, you can have it. Send in the clowns, yes. Here's our clown, there he is. He's just not in his makeup right now. I see, I shall gladly take you... I can't speak. I shall gladly take you up on the offer then. Alright, I'll take my leave then. Thank you. Ah, okay. This card does not sound good. Thanks again, Sephora. Seriously, how are you so good at getting dragged into trouble? I knew it! I knew it, he was going to tell us off for getting into trouble. And for your information, that was only a nice sounding method of clearing clutter from his inventory. Yeah, I knew it. I'm not stupid, I knew it. He swayed the large paper bag he'd received for emphasis as he continued. Declining would have only made that annoying conversation drag on. Sephora still wore the same exasperated expression as before and always. I was only walking around, I swear. Trouble finds me. I want to be saved by a cute clown boy, yeah. I'm glad our cute clown came to the rescue. Oh well, roaming around with such a big bag wouldn't be the best choice, I suppose.
今日は帰るぞ。
Yeah, I know, take the free gifts. I want some sort of compensation for the emotional damage, please. So let's call it a day here. Sephora slacking off. What's going on? Ah, sure. Sephora strode down the passageway and I hurriedly gave chase. Wait. We only have one bag, so we don't have to go together. One of us is enough to carry it back. We do have to go together. I realised that for some reason, neither of us questioned it when we decided to return together. Then again, it's getting late, so... I couldn't just declare that I changed my mind and still wanted to go explore the city. I don't. I want to go with Clown. Feeling a little restless, I walked shoulder to shoulder with Sephora after I caught up to him and returned to campus. We returned to campus a pair. Sorry, I have something in my eye. I'm dying a bit. I'm free. Ow. It's fine. I've lived. I live to tell a tale. After our return, I finished preparations for dinner. All that was left to do was wait for the others to come back, and together we laid out the prize we'd won. What is it? Inside the relatively large box is a slightly damaged board game. Oh my god, it's games night with the family. It's family games night. Ah, it's been ages. It's exciting. A Sholita. What is this?
子供向けのボードゲ
A
ームか。
child's board game.
エスコルチアの都市を一周して、
Players go around
最後
the
により
cities
多
of
くのお金
Estonia,
と
and whoever
幸せ
makes
ポイン
has
トを
the
持っ
most
て
money
いた
and
者が
happiness
勝
points at
ち。
the end wins. I see.
なるほどな。
This is what we're doing in real life. It's, I think it is like Monopoly or Game of Life or something, it sounds like. I used to play this all the time with Rady.
そうなのか。
Huh. I thought it was a pretty famous game. You haven't played it before? Did you forget about his upbringing?
迷宮森は統治者として厳しく育てられるのが決まりだ。
The Sentinel is traditionally brought up in a strict environment as a future governor.
こういった娯楽は禁止されてた。
Entertainment like this was prohibited,
だから遊んだこと
so
はない。
no, I haven't. Quick question, Sephora. If that's the case, then why do you know how to juggle? He ain't got no time for board games. You're so right. I see. When we were in Cultura, I'd heard that he'd had a strict upbringing, but I never thought it was to the extent that all sources of fun have been banned. Oh, but you're a clown, sir. How did you learn how to clown, huh? Answer that. I got so one-sidedly worked up about it. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. The education for the future governor of a big city should be special. That made sense. It wasn't a concept that I had any right to criticize. But I think there are some truly precious lessons that can only be learned through activities that may seem trivial at a glance. That's good advice. That's solid. Learning the importance of cooperation, how to be strategic as you compete. Tasting the joy of victory, the bitterness of defeat, as well as being moved by the events that aren't too significant. Ma'am, it's just a board game. In my mind, at least, I thought I'd learn many things from this board game. It might be impossible for him to experience all of it in one go, but... Alright, Sephora, let's play a match.
お前今の一瞬で俺に全力で
Your
同情し
pity
た
for
だ
me
ろ。
went into overdrive in an instant, didn't it? Don't call us out like that. He read me like a book. Was I that obvious? You have to go study. Thanks for popping in, Carol. Hope you live through studying. I hate studying. He read me like a book. Was I that obvious? I can't say that I don't feel that way, but the main reason is because I have so many memories of this game.
わかりやすいやつだな。
You're so easy
こう
to
いうの
read,
は
you
バカ
know.
トカゲとか
You should ask Lizard
脳天
Brain
気
or
契
that
約者とかに
happy-go-lucky
声をかけろ。
contractor instead.
あいつらなら喜んで対
Those
戦
guys
して
would
くれる。
happily indulge. Yeah, but I don't want to play board games with them. I want to play board games with you. But everything only worked out because you were around, Sephora. That's how we earned this. So, Let's play together. Please.
断る。その透けて見える道場には絶対に乗りたく
Sephora,
ない。
please. I refuse. I would never, ever indulge in such an obscene amount of pity directed at me. It's not like he doesn't even want to play the game. He just doesn't want to be pitied like that. This isn't a pity. Honest, I only want to play a game with you. Let me play a game.
俺はお前と遊ぶ理由なんてない。
I love the irony of his personality versus him being clown is very good. It's good. And I have no reason to fool around with you. Just one game, please, Sephora. Please, please. I know, I'm gonna bite his ankles if he doesn't play with us. Why are you so stubborn? Maybe it's because you're afraid of losing, That's how we get him. That's how we get him.
Huh?
What? Yeah, I guess as much. I'm a veteran at this game after all. You've never played it before, so I guess I can't blame you. Of course you've run away from a contest where you have no chance of winning. Yeah, that's a pretty shrewd choice. This is how we get him.
おい待て。誰が逃げたって言
Stop
うん
right
だ。
there. Did you just accuse me of running away? Am I wrong? You don't want to play with me, right? Get him. You're refusing someone's challenge. That's the same as running away, isn't it?
よし、わかった。そこまで煽ってくるなら
Ladies and
徹底
gentlemen.
的に潰してやる。
We got him. Okay, fine. Since you're going so far as to go with me, I'll be sure to crush you thoroughly. Yay!
喜んでられるのも今のうちだ。覚悟するんだな。
Enjoy your happiness while it lasts. You better prepare yourself. Look at that like smirk. He's like, Enjoy your happiness while it lasts, huh? Bring it on. I was pretty good at this game for your information. I asked Sephora to read the manual once I filled in the gaps with my explanation. This is so cute! I guess that's pretty much it. Do you have any other questions?
ああ、大体わかった。
No, I've
子供
gotten
向
a
けの
grasp
見た
on
目を
it.
してるが、
Though
中身は
it
か
has
な
an
り戦略
appearance
性
that
に
appeals
富
to
んでるな。
children, the game itself requires a lot of strategy.
で、勝った場合はどうする？
And what will you do if I win? Huh? What do you mean?
どうせ勝負をするんなら、
Since we're having a
この
match,
町の形式
you
にのっ
might
と
as
っ
well
て
follow the rules of
勝
the
った場合
city
の
and
報
decide the
酬を決めるん
stakes.
だ。
Oh
ただ勝
no.
負するだけじゃつまらない
A
だろ。
plain old game would be rather boring. The chippies are so cute, right? But, I'm probably gonna win though.
へえ、
Well,
随分と
well.
自信があるんだ
Quite the
な。
confidence I see. Well, I played it so many times, but you never have.
いいだろう。なら
I don't
勝負の
mind.
報酬は
In that
相
case,
手の
the
命令
prize
を
will be
何でも
absolute
必ず
command
一
of
つ
the
聞
other
く。
player,
荷物
whether
持
it be
ちだろう
carrying luggage
と
or
そうしたろう
leading.
とな。
Oh no! We better not lose this. Deal.
言ったな。じゃあ始める
Remember
ぞ
what。you said? Okay, let's go. The battle between Sephora and me began. How should I proceed? Hold on. I want to crush him and I think that's the wrong answer, but I want to crush him. I want to destroy this man. I'm going to destroy his career. If it's the wrong choice, I'll go back, but I need to kill him on sight. Sephora's probably giving it his all. Hold on, how many petals did we have? Okay. Sephora's probably giving it his all, so going easy on him would be disrespectful. I should take him seriously and go all out right from the start.
なるほど。そうきたか。
Yes! I see. So that's what you chose. Ha! Look at the little crayon drawings on top. It's so cute. Wait, we didn't get another petal, but that was definitely the right answer. Maybe we'll get it at the end. Sephora smiled. Upon close inspection, it wasn't his usual sneer. It was like a child's guileless grin. He was really immersed in the joy of the game. Aww. Haha, I'm so glad I asked him to play.
それなら俺は
Okay,
ここ
then
で馬車をグ
I'll
レードア
upgrade
ップ
my
させる
carriage
か
here.
どうした次はお前
What
の
are you
番だぞ
spacing out for? It's your turn now. Ah, right, next I'll destroy him. Kill him. Then, after a while... How did this even happen? I'd been in the lead at first, but after Sephora had gotten a better understanding of the game, he caught up rapidly. Oh no. We were both approaching the goal, but there was a big difference between our scores. I know, I wanted to destroy him, but... he beat us anyway! No! There was a big difference between our scores.
初めてやるゲームだろうが関係ない
So what if it's my first time? How could I, of all people, ever lose to you? Sephora grinned, almost as if he was declaring that it was the natural outcome.
ただいま
I'm back! And I'm starving.
ー。二人は何してんの
What are you two doing? So hold on, we should have a petal now, right? Do we have that many before? I can't remember. We must have got the petal. I can't remember. What are you two doing?
あら、それってドキドキエスコルチャー機構じゃない。
Wait, in Japanese is it Doki Doki Estolita? That's a good name, Doki Doki Estolita. That's an exciting escalator, isn't it?
懐かしいわね。私も子供の頃、あーちゃんと一緒によく遊ん
We
だ
got another pedal? Yes, we did it. That brings back memories. When I was a child, I used to play all the time with Ali. A bunch of things happened and we got it for free. We had some spare time, so we decided to play around.
なるほど。盤上
I
で
see.
駒を進めながら
A
遊ぶ
game
ゲ
where you
ー
move
ム
your pieces across the board.
今はどち
Who
ら
is
が
the
勝
one
って
in
い
the
る
lead
状
at
況
the
なの
moment? Don't ask. Don't ask.
ゴールまであとちょっとでザファラの優
They're
勢か
nearly
な
at the finish, and I think Sephora is winning.
この状況だと逆転は難し
With
そうだ
things as
ね
they are, turning the tables will be pretty hard.
こういう時はもっと早く俺を
We
呼べ
need
よ。
to
このさえ渡る頭脳で
We need to
お前を
Mario Party
勝利
this
に
shit
導い
and
て
beat
やれる
him.
ってのに。
We need to Mario Party this shit and beat him at the last second. You should call for me sooner during times like these. I could have led you to a glorious win with that brilliant mind of yours truly. The thing is, Sephora is supposed to be a beginner, but he's unfairly good at this. He pulled off several tourist spot combos and even kept getting the protection of spirits. Even with you, Rady, we might not have won.
どれどれ。
Huh, let's see.
うわ、確かにこりゃ。
Yikes, you're right. Sephora's score is scary, dude. Did the goddess of victory smile upon him or something?
勝てるように駒を進めただけだ
Yeah,
あ、悪い
we need to Mario
頭の
Party
出
and
来
steal
が
all
違
the
うから
stars right at the
お
end.
前たちがやるには難しいかも
All
な
I did was play in a way to secure my win. Ah, my mistake. Our brains aren't of the same grade, so it might be hard for you to grasp.
腹立たしいが、この盤面を見せられたら反論できねえ。
He's coming out with the roast today. He's getting more funny the more we get through the game. It's very good. I'm so pissed, but I can't argue with the state of the board right now.
それにしても精巧
That
な作り
aside,
だな
the craftsmanship is rather
エスコルチ
intricate.
ア全土が
The
細
entire
か
terrain
く
of
再現さ
Estonia
れて
is
いる
replicated with careful attention to detail. Of course you would notice that.
僕たちが通ってきた道も
The paths we took seem more detailed on this board than the actual map.
この辺りにテント張ったよね
We set up camp around here, didn't we? These two were playing an entirely different game.
お 面白そうだな。
This looks fun.
なあザフラ。
Hey,
俺にもちょ
Sephora,
っとや
let
ら
me
せて
have
く
a
れ。
turn. Yes, let him have a turn. He'll fuck it up.
もうちょっとで勝てるのに
I'm just
お前
about
に
to
渡して
win.
たまるか。
Why should I hand it over to you?
これが終わったらやればいいだろ
You can play after our game's done. Vilio, would you like to take over for me then? There's only a bit left and my defeat is set in stone, but...
いいのか？ありがとう。
You sure?
それじゃあ
Thanks,
早
Cirrus.
速。
Alright,
えい。
I'll get into it then, and go! Vilio giddily thanked me before rolling the dice. The result was a 3.
何々 ?3 マス目は
Oh my god, we're Mario partying this! Okay, let's see. The third box is Spirit Aid. Exchange scores? I know. Who's the real winners here? Us. Sephora didn't want to play, but we got him.
は笑えない冗談を
What? Hey, that's not a funny joke. Yes, it is. If you have no contracts with spirits, borrow the power of water spirits to exchange scores with the highest scoring player. We're Mario partying it.
今あなた精霊と契約して
Cirrus,
る？
do you have any contracts with spirits at the moment? No, not at all.
ということは
Which
ザフラ
means
と交換になっ
that you'd
て
exchange with Sephora, and
得点的にほぼ同点
this
になった
nearly
よう
evens
だ。
out your total points.
待て待てなんだ今の
Wait, stop. What was that?
大丈夫よ。
It's
まだマス
fine.
残
There's
っ
still
て
a
る
ways to
し
go.
負
This
けが
doesn't mean
確
that
定した
you'll
わけじゃない
lose.
わ。
I'm surprised he's not like, well, you didn't roll the dice, so that doesn't count. However, Junior's words end up being a hollow consolation.
やったな。あんたの逆転勝
Yay!
利だ。
Cirrus turned the tables and won! Woo! Thanks, Vilio. I only won because you took over my last 2 turns. In the last stretch, my piece moved miraculously well. And against all odds, I became the proud victor of the game. We destroyed him.
こういった逆転劇はよく起こることなのか？
Are such dramatic reversals common in this game?
最後のマスは救済措
There's
置
a
が
lot of
多い
squares
が
at the end that
ここ
will
まで
help
見
the
事に
losing
状
players,
況と
but
合致して救われ
stopping
る
on
の
all
は
the
そうそうない
right
な
ones is pretty rare.
つまり運がすご
In
く
other
良かった
words,
って
he was
こ
really
とだ
lucky,
ね
huh?
バカトカゲの強運を計
How was I
算できる
supposed to
わけ
take the
ないだろ
lizard brain's freak look into account? I don't know, Sephora. Our brains are just built different. Sephora let out a heavy sigh as he moved onto the goal square. Thus, this match of exciting Estolia ended in my victory. Hehehe. It's my win, Sephora.
それで
Don't forget what you
命
said.
令は何にする
So, what are you gonna make me do? As we finished packing the board game back into its box, Sephora suddenly spoke. Huh?
ゲームを始める前に決めただろ
We made an agreement before we began. Ah, now that you mention it,
忘れてたなら聞かなきゃよかった
I shouldn't have reminded you. I can't think of anything I want to order him to do. Vilio is so good, he's just a little sunshine boy. Oh, I've got it. How about we play a board game with the whole team next time? Of course, you'll have to join too.
まさかそれが命令か
Wait, is that your order? Yeah, it is. It'd be fun to play a game with everyone present. Is that okay?
俺は敗者だからな
I'm the loser, so I
言う
have
こ
to
とを聞く
obey.
しかない
Sephora, what were you gonna ask us to do?
まあでもこういうお遊びで
I
ゲームを
suppose
するのも
playing
悪
games
く
for
ないな
fun isn't all that bad. We got him.
次は今回以上の
Next time
大
I
差をつけ
win,
て勝って
I'll
や
win
る
with an even bigger gap
せいぜ
between
い
our
首を
scores
洗って待っ
and
ておくんだな
crush you for real. Just you wait. I'll win next time, not with luck, but with my own skill. Prepare yourself, Sephora. Oh my god. It's turning to battle series. I felt a spark of joy in my heart at the promise of another game as we sat down to have dinner. We didn't get a CG though? So no CG? I guess the chibi thing counted as a CG. At night, several days later, with our investigation mostly finished, we all returned to camp. I guess we don't get to see the special, any special bits in the city because we're not doing the Eon route. We went over our findings at dinner while discussing our upcoming show.
ま、おおむね元の情報通りって感じだな。
It's pretty much exactly how we'd heard it beforehand.
腕力が強ければ一目置
If
か
you're
れる
strong,
し、
you're a star.
弱ければ
If
下
you're
に見
weak,
られる。
you're dirt.
単純な思考回路のや
The
つらば
majority
か
of
りだ。
people here have a very simple view of the world. Of course you'd call them simple. In the end, our physical strength decides everything, so people in weaker positions can't even voice their opinions. It may be the rule of the city to make decisions through duels, but it's clearly going nowhere good. I
み
mean,
ん
I
ながそういう考え
guess
方を
they
してる
have the
から
gladiator, like,
闘技場が盛り上がるのは当然だけど
what is it, like the proxy gladiator thing? So I guess, like, if you're weak and have money, it's okay. But if you're weak with no money, I guess it's bad. Since everyone thinks the same way, it's no wonder arenas are all the rage.
でもこの町の人たちが盛り上がってるのって
But the rage and excitement of these people,
僕たちがやってるショーで喜んでくれる人
it's
たちと
completely different from those who have enjoyed our shows. Their
全然違う気が
expressions,
した
their demeanor, everything. Pasquale is really suffering here. I feel bad for him. Definitely.
まあ単純な住民が多いのは事
true.
実よ。
Many citizens here are simple. Junior, that's rude.
だから一時は町全
That's
体
how
が
the entire
不正
city
の温
became
床だ
a
ったんだ
breeding
し
ground
ね
of corruption for a time.
浄化作戦で地下闘技場を
The
全部
entirety
潰
of the
して
underground area was
今は少
weeded
し
out
だけ
during the
マ
purge,
シになってる
and
っ
the
てく
city
らい
has
だ
gotten
な。
slightly better, but only slightly. Underground arena?
真ん中のでかいやつと周りの小さいやつ以外に
Eon, what do you
まだ闘
know?
技場があったのか？
What secrets are you hiding? Wait, I know there's a big one at the center and the small ones around it, but there were even more?
ええそうね。
Yes,
地
there
上にある
was
9つの闘
9
技場は
arenas in the
この町
surface
が作られ
date
た
back to
当
the
時からあ
founding
る
of
も
the
のだけ
city,
ど、
but
それよりずっと後に作られた
there was a hidden
隠れ
arena
た闘技
constructed
場があったのよ。
afterwards,
今は封鎖されてるけどね。
though it's fully sealed off now.
それってやっぱり悪い
Weeded
ことをし
out,
てた場所
so do people do bad things with it?
現地の治安維持隊まで
An
買収して
entertainment space for the
違法な
wealthy
金
to
をかけて楽し
revel
む
while burning
金
through
持ちど
illegal
もの娯
money,
楽の場所。
even bribing authorities to keep it going.
そんな場所だから秩
Order
序あ
and
る
rules
ル
don't
ールなんて
exist
も
in
のも
such a
存在
place.
しない。
Hmm.
対戦相手を殺しても事故であ
Even
り
if fighters kill
決
their
して罪には
opponents,
問われない。
it's an accident, never a crime.
人と人はもちろん
Those people
厳重や
enjoyed
魔物
matches
なんか
without
とも
care
戦
for
わ
lives
せ
lost,
生
pitting
死を
humans
問わない
against
試合を
humans,
楽しん
even
でいた。
Fae and fiends. Oh my
俺
god.
はそう聞いている。
At least that's what I've heard. Eon, what shit have you seen? Are you okay, honey? Eon, are you okay? How could they? That means people were forced to fight to the death? The cruelty, it was so unimaginable to me that I was at loss for words.
ま、大体合ってる、ね。
That's mostly accurate. To the
明
death
確に
wasn't
示され
written
てた
down
わ
or
けではない
anything,
けど、
but it was an
そう
unspoken
いう
agreement.
暗黙の了解はあったわ。そんな状況じゃ。
Of
さすが
course,
に
the
国も
king
見過ご
couldn't
せるわけがないから
sit by
ね。
idly and allow such an atrocity.
フェルスの治安維持隊も腐敗してたし、
The security forces of Ferris were
オート
rotten
の
to the
治安
core
維持隊を
too.
派遣して
Left with no
一斉
choice,
に摘
we
発
sent
した
in
の。
Athea's security forces and did a purge.
それがフェルス浄化作戦
And
っ
that
てや
was
つ
the
か。
Ferris purge operation, huh?
で、悪い奴らは全
Then
滅して
all the bad guys
今
were
はめ
defeated
でたし
and
めでたし
everyone lived happily ever after?
とはいかなかったわけだな。
Is what I'd like to say,
今の
but
街の様子を見
it
る
doesn't
限
look
り
like it from what we've seen at the city.
アレストさんも言ってたもんね
Aless mentioned it
表面
too.
的な解決に
She
過ぎな
said
い
it only provided superficial relief. The chorus bloom rates inside Ferros are still plummeting. Power is everything. The citizens are so obsessed with this concept that they resent our government, which interfered with it. Come on,
悪
guys.
人ども
Wake
がは
up.
びこる温床は潰せたが、結局の根っこは変えられてないわけだ。
They tore the haven of the wicked away from them, but the roots are still here.
その地下闘技場も結局
Ultimately,
強
the
さこそ
underground
正義
arena is the result of the whole strength is justice policy getting out of hand, isn't it? God, Vilio does not like it here.
決闘は金で雇った代理人を
I
立て
heard
るこ
that
とも
people
多いって
usually
聞い
hire
たし
stand-ins for duels,
それってつ
which
まり
means that
金持ちの方
rich
が
people
強い
are
ってことだろ
strong too, right?
物理的な力の弱さだけ
Weakness
じゃな
isn't
い
just physical.
そういう意
People
味で
who
力
lack
を持たない
monetary
やつ
power
は
are considered weak
弱い部
too.
類に入っちまう
There's a metaphor in here. This is definitely a metaphor for something.
わかりやすく格差だけが広がっていくわけだ
Thus, the
な。
disparity between the strong and the poor is only getting worse and worse.
だからいつまで経っても不満は
Which
消え
means
ない。
that people will continue to be unhappy, but no matter how much time passes,
それでクロリスも
and the
咲かな
chloris
く
will
なってい
stop
く。
blooming. We need to do what we can to change that with our show. We need to do a good show that's not fighting. After we reached that conclusion, we decided to finally begin discussing the program for our show, but at that moment...
おい
Oi! Suddenly a rough, unfamiliar voice rang out. Shaken, I looked up to find several men barging in, their footsteps like drums.
何者だ
Who are you?
あんたたちがサーカスだな。
You're
ビゴニ
circus,
ア王の
aren't
命
you?
令で各地を
I
回っ
hear
て
you're going around
公演を
performing
してるっ
under
て
the
のは本
orders
当
of
か
King Vigonia. Is that true?
俺の後ろに隠れとけ。
What's up, Rady? Hi! Cirrus, get behind me. Okay. It is very
その
true,
通りだ
yes.
けど、
And what
何か
business
用
do you
かしら
have with us?
忠告だ。悪いことは言
I'm
わねえから
warning you for your
す
own
ぐにこ
good.
の町から出ていけ
Get out of this city right now. I know, what,
突然来て
who are
出て
these
いけって
guys? We're just a funny little
どういうことだよ？
circus. We're just funny little guys. Let's live, let's be. What? Who are you to show up out of nowhere and tell us to leave?
僕たち何か悪いこととか
I
し
believe
た
we
覚え
haven't
も
done
ないんだけ
anything
ど
wrong here.
突然一方的に押しか
You
けてきて
intruded upon us forcefully,
そんな意見が
without
通ると
without a
思うか？
warning. Did you really think we'd
まず
listen?
理由を説明
A
する
normal
のが
person
筋
would
だ。
explain themselves first.
そんなの分かりきってるだろ
Don't mess with
お
me.
前らが
You know what I'm
王
talking
都の
about.
人間だからだよ
You're from the capital. That's why.
俺は忘れてねえぞ
I
3
won't
年前やっ
ever
てきた
forget
王
how
都の
those
連中
bastards
が
from the capital
俺たち
came
の生
and
活を
destroyed
ぶ
our
ち壊し
lives
たこと
3
をな
years ago. They're so
フェ
mad.
ルス浄化作戦の話
You
か。
mean the Ferris Purge operation?
そうそれだ何が
Yeah,
だ
that.
余計なこと
Purge?
しやがって
Ha! Nobody wanted the so-called purge, damn it.
お前ら国の奴らなんだろ俺らの
You're
敵
all
だ
from the
出
government,
てい
aren't
け
you?
よそ者め
Then you're our enemies. Get out, outsiders.
だから注意してほしい
Thus, please be cautious.
今までの都市とは違い
Unlike all the previous cities, advertising the fact that you work for the government might have adverse effects on your success. Alas told us as much. Until now, we hadn't told anyone that we worked for the government, and I thought I'd understood what I was getting into. But I was too naive. I'd only realised that the true meaning of those words after hearing those people yell at us.
俺はな地下闘技場に魔物を下ろす
Listen up.
魔物商
I
人の
worked
とこ
under
ろ
a
で働いて
fiend
たんだ
merchant that sold them to the underground arena. Excuse me? That sounds like a bad job. That sounds like a bad job, actually. I'm glad you lost it.
けどあの摘発で仕事がなくなって
I lost my job after the
逃げられ
purge,
ちまって
and my wife ran away. I'm sorry about your beautiful wife, but if you didn't want that to happen, don't have a shitty job. Have you tried not selling beans and being bad and evil? Maybe try that.
俺も地下闘技場に武器を収め
I
てた
used
の
to
に
supply weapons to the underground arena.
あの摘発以降
Now my business is in
商売が上がったりだ
shambles.
国が町の事情に首突っ込んで
The
余計
government
なこ
meddled
と
with our
しやがっ
city
て
and did something nobody here wanted, damn it.
何が国公認だ
Sent
そ
by
ん
the
なお遊戯
government.
誰も見たくねえよ
No one will want to see such a joke.
さっさと帰れ
Get out of here right now! As the men hollered, I grew increasingly worked up as the volume climbing. If this continues, it's going to get even worse. What should I could only wonder. lost as what I would do to help. But then
その怒りは筋違い。
your anger is misdirected.
我々は国公認の集団ではあ
Though
る
we have been sent by the king,
王都の治
we are
安維持隊
not
では
our
ない
fierce security forces.
それだけ文句を言う元気があるなら
If you're impassioned enough to make so many complaints about us, I suggest speaking with an organization that can address your needs.
なんだお前は。
He speaks so factually, he cannot be refuted. What are you?
地下闘技場がそのままなら
You claim that your
生
life would
活は
be
潤ったと言っているん
prosperous
だ
if the underground arena was left intact.
それも勘違いだ
But that was a
あ
mistaken
の中で
assumption
動
as
いていた
well.
金のほとんど
Most of the money flowing inside the
有力者
arena
の
went to the
懐に入っていた。
pockets of the influential people.
もし地下闘技場が残っ
If
て
the
いれば
underground arena
あなた
was
方の生
were
活
still
は
around
今頃
today,
悪
your
化
lives
してい
would
た
be
はずだ
much worse than they are now. Eon spoke in a neutral tone as the men stared at him. When their brains finally caught up, their faces turned red and they screamed at him. Pop off, Eon!
人間が知ったような口を聞く
Pop off, Eon! Get him! Get him! Shut up, outsider! You don't know anything. I think he does. The men lunged forward in an attempt to grab Eon, but he easily brushed them off.
違う
No,
自分は
I
外の人間
am
では
not an
ない
outsider. His hand moved towards his right eye, slowly peeled away his eye patch. What is that? Sir? Well, he has two eyes. That's a shock to me. I thought he just generally had one eye. But he's got like a demonic scar thing? His eye was laid bare for the world to see. A peculiar pattern was etched into the skin surrounding it. Here we go. This is your moment. It's your moment.
地下闘技場に関わっていたものなら
If you were involved
こ
with
の
the
印
underground
を見た
arena,
ことくらいあるだろう
surely you must have seen this before.
自分は今もこうして
To this day,
この印
I
に
still
縛られ
cannot
生きてい
shake
る
this chain from my life. Overlapping triangles formed a symbol that gave off a sinister aura. Everyone went silent, all of us holding our breath as Eon continued in a subdued voice.
12歳から19歳まで7年間
For 7 years,
自分
from
は
when I
剣
was
闘士として
12
戦ってい
to
た
when I was 19, I fought as a gladiator. I was 12 when he started.
剣闘士だと
A gladiator, you say?
てめえなんて見た
Don't
覚
you
えね
lie
え
to
ぞ
me. I don't remember seeing the likes of you.
そうだそうだ
Yeah, that's right, you liar.
俺なんて毎年 A 級から C 級まで含めて
Every
全て
year,
の剣
I
闘士
look
をチ
for
ェッ
all
ク
the
してんだ
gladiators, from
見
A
覚
rank
え
to
ない
C
わけが
rank.
ねえ
I definitely knew you if you were one.
だろうな自分は
I'm not
表では
surprised.
一戦た
I
り
have
とも戦
never
ったこ
fought
と
on
は
the
ない
surface, not even once.
こう言えばわかるだろうか
Perhaps this will
自分
make
は
it clearer.
X
I
級
was
剣
an
闘士
X
だ
rank gladiator. Oh my. He's a SSR gladiator.
あんた
You,
地下闘技場
you,
の剣闘士奴隷
you
だっ
were
た
a
のか
gladiator slave in the underground arena? He was a gladiator slave? That's really sad. Eon.
その通りだ少年時代に地下闘技場へ売られ
I was sold to the underground
自分は
arena
それ以降
when I was a child,
奴隷として戦
and
っ
I
てきた
fought as a slave starting that day.
同年に買われた奴隷は27名
A total of
その誰もが
27 slaves were bought in the
地下
same
闘技
year.
場の崩壊を願
Every
ってい
single one of
た
us desired the collapse of the underground arena.
そ
However,
れを見届けられたのは
in the end,
結局
I was the only
自
one
分
who
一人だ
lasted
けだ
long
った
enough to witness it. Everyone
他は
else
皆
perished.
死んだ
Oh my god, his... We're not even experiencing his backstory properly and it's really sad.
もう一度言う
I
地
repeat,
下闘技場は
the underground arena is something that should not exist in this world. Eon spoke without inflection. He wasn't goading them, nor accusing them. He sounded like he was only stating a fact. But that made his story all the more harrowing. No one uttered a reply, not us, nor the people around us.
散々騒いでいたくせに
Get him,
実
Zephora.
際の被害者を見た途
Yeah,
端
get him,
だんまり
Zephora. You all
そこを
yapped
知れる
on
な。
and on, but fell silent the instant you saw an actual victim. What a shallow bunch.
よせザファラ。自分は責め
There's
る
no
気は
need,
もうとない。
Sephora. I have no intention of condemning them in the least.
ただ、こういうものも
I
い
only
た
want to tell them one thing.
そう。
There were also
伝えたかった
people
だけ
like
だ。
me. Oh! That line really got me. He just wants people to know that he was shitty.
おい、もう
Hey,
行こうぜ。
let's leave already.
あ
Yeah. Yawn. They all looked at each other with a chagrin. Chagrin? Chagrin? I don't know what that word is. Before leaving our camp. Abruptly, the world fell quiet again. Eon,
今しがた、聞いての通りだ。
it is exactly as you just heard.
これまで皆に経歴を偽っていたこと
Please
を
allow me to apologize for
謝罪させてくれ。
fabricating my past until this day. Eon put his eye patch on once again, turned back to face us, and lowered his head. Oh, so you never was a
頭を上げ
soldier?
てちょうだい、イーオン。
Lift your head, will you
謝るなら
please?
私の方でしょ。
Eon, I should be the one saying sorry.
あなたに真実を隠せって指
I
示
was
して
the
た
one
の
who
は
instructed you to
私だ
cover up the truth.
つまり元治安維持隊っていうのは
Being an
嘘だったって
ex-officer
こ
was a
と
lie?
だろうな。
It seems
俺の
likely.
調べではペレ
In
ス
my
の治安維持隊
investigations,
名簿に
I
イ
couldn't
ーオ
find
ンの名は
Eon's
なか
name
っ
in
た
the register of the forces public security, the Ferris's public security forces.
さすがだな。
I should have
そんな
expected
部
anything
分まで
less.
調べていたか。
You even dug that deep.
共に旅する人間の身辺
Obviously,
調
the
査ぐら
first thing I
い
do is a
当然
background check on the
最初に済
people
ま
I
せる。
travel with.
マジかよ。じゃあ俺の
Seriously?
ことも調
Do you
査
look
を。
into me as well?
毛玉以上の情報はない。
I only know that you're a verbal.
おい、んなことはねえだろ。イケメ
Hey,
ンとか
that
ラブ
can't
リー
be
と
it.
か。
How about my handsome looks or my cuteness? I was pretty sure that Radio was making jokes on purpose. But thanks to him, Eon's expression softened ever so slightly.
あまり驚かないのだな。
All of you do not seem so too surprised. This must be a nice little journey for him. He just gets to hang out with us, being friends. We're a little family. I am surprised, but nothing more than that.
ドラゴン、精霊契
A
約者、
dragon,
毛
a
玉、
spirit
迷
contractor,
宮森
a
後継者、
verbal,
貴族
the sentinel's heir,
こんだけ揃って
and a
るんだぜ。
noble. Look at our lineup.
その中に剣闘士が混じった
Even
と
if you
ころ
throw a
で
gladiator
そ
into
んな
the
に
mix,
違和感ねえ
it
っ
doesn't
て。
seem weirder at all. That's Vilio for you.
それに隠し事してるって意味なら多分みんな同じだと思う
Yeah,
よ。
we're a big family. And in terms of secrets, well, I think everyone's in the same boat.
誰だって隠しておかなきゃならないことの一つや
Everybody
二
has
つ。
one or two things
no,
that they can't
当たり前だろ。
tell others. It's normal.
そうだな。生き
That's
てりゃ
right.
いろいろある。
Life throws lots
少
of
なく
things
と
in
も
our
ここにい
way.
る奴らは
At
誰も
least
気
the
にし
people
ねえ。
here won't mind at all. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, I think so too. More importantly, thanks for saving us there. Thanks to you, it didn't escalate any further, and I'm so glad for that.
いや、自分
Yeah.
は何もしていない。
The thing is, everyone here is cute. Everyone is cute in this group. It's so wholesome and nice. Eon just needs love and a hug. No, I did not do anything.
それに、肝心の問
We
題
have
は
not solved
ま
the
だ解
pressing
決し
issue
て
of
い
the
ないか
city
ら
yet either.
話し合いの途中で押しかけ
They
られちゃっ
kind
た
of
もんね。
barged in during our discussion about that. Are we gonna do like a play about Eon then? Like Eon's backstory? What to do for our show, huh? I felt like my hands were tied. Then Jinya spoke up with a level voice.
客観的に見て一番有効なのは
Objectively speaking,
アービーの提
going
案に
with
乗ること
Abby's
でしょ
proposal is the most effective choice.
住民からの反感だっ
He
て
could even suppress the
闘技場オーナー
animosity
の
of the
権力で
citizens
抑
with
え
his influence as an arena
こ
owner.
れはかなり強
That
力
makes it
よ
a very attractive option. But it's not the option, Jinya.
そうだな。まず
Indeed,
人が来
if
ないこ
people
と
don't
には
come to
何
begin
も始まら
with,
ない。
we won't get anywhere. Right. Our duty is to put on a successful show and bloom the flora no matter what. Sephora's right. If we don't have an audience, it's all for naught. But is that really the right choice? For some reason, I can't see myself agreeing. It's not. What do you think, Ian?
どうも何も他に方
What
法
I
がない
think
のなら
doesn't matter.
やはり
if
アー
it's
ビーの
our
提
only
案に乗るし
choice.
かないのだろう。
But the thing is, right, who was Avi in this arena, right? Because clearly he wasn't one of the gladiators because they're all dead. And he called himself an old co-worker. So is Avi like, is Avi a slave trader or something? I'm really sus of him. I think that it doesn't matter if it's our only choice.
そうなれば
If that's
自
the
分は指
case,
示に従
I
う
will
だ
obey
けで
instructions that I'll... That's not it, Eon. Coming up with a way forward is my job. What I'm asking is what you want to do, not what anyone's making you do. We're gonna forcibly make this man make a decision. Silence. Seeing that Eon was torn, I spoke up once again. It's true. If we consider the odds of success, Avi's proposal is our best choice. Like what we saw just now, similar to Cultura, our biggest problem is getting people to come, even though it's a different cause. But no matter how much I think about it, Avi's proposal doesn't seem like the right answer. Yeah, it's our job. We'll make you unhappy. Yeah, have a fluffy hug from Rady. That's my opinion, so... What's yours, Yon?
そう
Well... With a nod, Yon casts his eyes down towards his palms.
自分はこれで
I'm
も自
aware
覚して
that I
い
am
る
a man who's only good for
武
his
器を
strength
振る
for
う
the
しか能
weapon.
がない男だとだがこの
However,
旅を通じて教わっ
I've
た
learned something from this journey.
武器を振る
Even
う
if
こ
I
とし
can
か
only
でき
wield
な
the
くても
blade,
誰かを傷つけることなく
I can still bring a smile to
他者を
someone's
笑顔に
face
できるのだ
without having to harm anyone. That's nice. He tightened his hand into a fist and looked towards the city with a solemn gaze.
自分は
I
戦いたくない
do not want to fight. You might have to fight ever again, Eon. You don't have to fight ever again. We'll make sure of it. It was a faint whisper that dissolved into the night, but it held the weight of the world.
たとえショーの名目だろうと
Even if it is for the sake of our show, I never want to fight someone to the death again. In that instant, we probably all settled on one answer.
よしなら決まりだな
Alright, then that's it.
だがこれは自分の感情でしかない
This is only my arbitrary opinion. It's an important opinion.
やりたくないというのと
Reluctance has nothing to do with whether the content would be suitable for our
関係ないと
show.
思うのだが
I believe
それでいいんだよ。決めるには
that's
十分
fine.
だ。
That's more than enough for us to make up our minds.
僕も賛
Yeah,
成だ
I
よ
agree.
仲間同士で
I
傷
really
つけ合
don't
う
want
な
my
んて
friends to hurt each other.
やっぱりし
If
て
at
ほし
all
くないし
possible.
そもそも根本
And
の
if we
問
don't do
題をどう
something
にかし
about
な
the
けれ
root
ば
of all
Flora
evil
は
here,
咲かない
the
可能性
flora
が
would
高い
likely won't bloom to begin with.
それもそうね。
Good point. That's what I was saying. If you do the same shows they're already doing, it's not going to
人
work.
だけ集めて結局咲きませんでしたなんて言ったらあーちゃんが怒り狂って乗り込んでくるわよ
We got an audience, but it didn't bloom. If Ali hears that, he'd see red and march right over. Looks like we all agree. We'll reject Avi's plan and cook up a program for us.
となるとあとはどうやって観客を集めるか
That
だ
means
な
we gotta think about how we're gonna gather some peeps, yeah?
あそれね
Ah, about
街を回
that.
ってて思ったんだけ
When
ど
I ran around the city,
この街も
I got the impression
Oriens
that
と
it's
似て
similar
ると
to
思うんだ
Oriens.
オリエンス
あの時は
Oriens?
精
Back
霊さんの
then,
声に
the cause
み
was
んなが
everyone
気づかなかっ
failing
た
to
の
pay
が原
attention
因
to
だ
the
ったけど
voices of the spirits.
僕はこの街でも
I think
同じことが起
it's
こ
a
ってると
similar
思
thing
う
is going on here.
なるほどな弱いやつは肩身の
You
狭
mean
い
how the
立場に
weak
な
are
ってい
placed in a
る
disadvantages. This is a hard word to say. Disadvantaged positions.
そういうこと
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know if we need the phase help, but we definitely need, like. We need to get the old man in our show. We need to give him a job in the show. Yeah, that.
強くて声が大きい人ばかりどうして
Only
も
the
目立つ
strong
け
and the
ど
loud seem to stand out here, but
この街には そうじゃない人
I
も
think there's a lot of
たくさんいる
people
んじゃない
that
かな。
aren't like that. And some of the words they choose in the translations get me. And make it hard to read out. After the failure of our first show and hearing Avi's warning, I've been under the impression that our performances had no place in Ferris, but we're doing our performance for the little guy. Not everyone in the city is put off by what we have to give.
強い奴らに虐げられて不満の
We
声
can
も上
focus
げら
on
れない
those
連中
oppressed
が
by the ones in
声をかけ
power,
るターゲットだ。
the people who can't even voice their own unhappiness.
しかしそういったものばかりで会場を埋
Filling
め
our
るわけに
audience
も
with
いか
that
ない
group alone will not be enough.
そうね。変わっ
Right?
てもらわなき
The
ゃいけ
people
ない
in
のは
change are all those with the
声の大
loudest
きい
voices
人たち
after
の方
all.
でしょうし。ならいっそ
Hey,
あの血の気
in
の
that
多さを
case,
利用するのはどう
how
だ？
about we actually take advantage of the hot-bloodedness? How do you mean? Do you have a plan? All of us contributed presenting and knocking down ideas as we brainstormed. How can we make everyone watch us? How can we put on a show that everyone would enjoy? We deliberated long, sharing our own unique opinions and wisdom. Then we moved into action, executing our plan to make sure the show succeeded in this city. Stupid axe lights! I hate the axe lights! It's gonna be a tough challenge, yeah it is. In search of a chance to speak with the people who were considered weak in the city, we walked along various passages.
やっぱり狙うなら子供あたりからか
I guess the children would be obvious choice. Yeah, I think the children wouldn't be biased against us just because we came from the capital. They'd enjoy our show as it is.
あとは女性も狙い目じゃないかな。
Women could be good too.
強さって
Power,
男性目線の
as
基
it
準
is
ばかりだ
defined
し。
here, is based on masculine ideals. Pashalia is a feminist ally. Shout out.
この町に不満を抱いている人
I
多い
think
と思うんだ
many
よ
of them
ね。
would have complaints about this city.
弱い立場って意味では
If we consider the
老人なんかも
vulnerable,
当てはまるだ
then
ろ
the
うな。
elderly would probably count as well.
君はどの層をターゲットにすればいいと
Cirrus,
思う
what group do you think we should set our sights on? Well, I think we gotta say Sephora's choice, right? If we go with Sephora's choice, that's probably how many petals do we have? I guess it's gonna be elderly because that's Sephora's choice. After that conversation, we each had places that came to mind, so we decided to split up. It says Sephora. We did it. I headed towards the third arena with Sephora, looking for the owner. We need to get the old people. Sephora said so. Sephora's connections are amazing. I can't believe we got an audience with another arena owner.
なるほど。女子供や老人でも
A
楽
show
しん
that
で
even
もらえる
women,
ショーです
children,
か。
and the elderly could enjoy.
内容もなかなか興味深い。
The program sounds intriguing as well.
では、私からも知り合
I
い
shall
や
bring
観
it with
客
my
に声
acquaintances
をかけ
and
ておきましょう。
spectators whenever I have the opportunity. Yeah, we're doing it. Hold on. I need the satisfaction of looking at this. 1 petal to go! Thank you very much.
いえいえ、礼は不要ですよ。
You don't have to thank me at
私
all.
もこのフェルスの現
I
状
also
に
have qualms about the current state of Ferris, you see? So even when the ones in power don't really like it. Stroking his white beard, the owner looked up at the sky.
若い頃は考えもしなかった
When I
が、
was young, it
年を
never
取
even
った
crossed my
今、
mind.
ふと
But
思い
with
ます。
age,
このフェルスの街も
from time to
随
time,
分
I
と変
think
わってしまったな。
Ferris has become a very different place.
それは3年前の一斉摘発の
Are
件か
you
らですか
referring to Ferris since the purge, perhaps?
いえ、さらに昔の話です。私が子供の頃は、このフェルスももっ
No,
と
even
穏や
further
かな
back than
街
that.
でした。
When I was a child, Ferris used to be more peaceful.
戦うことを尊ぶのは変わり
We
ませ
still
ん
held
が、
battles in higher scene,
昔は
but
弱者への
we
敬
did
意
not
があ
forget
り
to
ました。
respect the weak. Yeah, that's what you should do. According to the owner, the great spirit of Valen who founded the city had been a fierce character, just like the legends say. However, his compassion rivaled his ferocity, and every day he'd advocated that the strong had a duty to protect those who are not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we found our show. When there was a dispute, he'd exchange blows, but he'd always end it with a handshake of goodwill. A place where the powerful gained respect because they protected the weak. That was the wish of the great spirit of fire, and the reason he built this city in the arenas.
それが数年ほど前からお
But
かしくなって
things took
し
a
ま
turn
っ
for
た。
the worse starting a few years ago.
地下闘技場から利益を得ていた
The
一部
part
の
of the
者は
population that profited from the
未だに
underground
王
arena
都を恨んでい
still
るよ
resents
う
the
ですが、
capital, but
我々の世代からすれば
my generation thinks the underground arena is truly responsible for
地
the
下
unjustly
闘技場
snatching
の
the
方が
profits
と
from
思い
the
まし
city.
たね。
I'm glad other people think so. He promised his aid, saying that he could leave promotion in his hands. We watched as he walked off and left us to ourselves. Reminds you of One Piece. I don't know anything about One Piece, so I can't relate. It's the same as all the other cities. With time, the original vision warped and changed before the people had realised. And everyone's forgotten what the city had set out to do.
よくある話だろ
It happens all
う。都
the
市だけに
time.
限った話じゃない。
It doesn't just apply to cities. We do gotta help the people out.
最初の思いは見失い
It's
やすい。
easy for people to forget their initial
それが
intent.
どんなに強い
No
もの
matter
でも
how you try, there's nothing that doesn't change with time.
どこにだってある話だ。
You can find such cases everywhere. Sephiroth's eyes seemed unfocused. I wondered what he was looking at, or looking back at. What did he mean by that? Interesting. Is he referring to Cultura, which Balto stole away from him? Or was he referring to himself, who had been forced to survive by any means necessary after Balto robbed him of his life and family? Oh my god, I'm dying out of nowhere, help! What has happened? Oh my god. Or was he referring to himself, who had been forced to survive by any means necessary after Balto had robbed him of his life and family? I don't know what happened. I've lived. I drank water, I'm good. In the end, I couldn't work up the courage to ask before I returned to camp. I think I'm starting to develop a cold, maybe in the middle of summer, so I might die, but who knows. Time flew by, and after much promotion and practice, the big day had come. There was still some time before the opening, but the seats were already jam-packed.
ルーナ、あんたに言われた通り、子供たちを連れてきたけど。
I guess that's the kids' route. Luna, I brought the kids along like you told me to, but...
このサーカスとやらは本当に無
Is it
料で見てい
really
いのか？
alright for us to watch this circus for free? I'll try not to die. I'm gonna keep eating healthily and hopefully it just makes the cold go away. I'm hoping that's what happens. I think the weather suddenly changed here, so I think I've got to change the season's illness.
大勢で見てほしいんだって。
Oh, Luna's so
ほら
cute.
みんなもちゃんと並んで。
Yeah, they say they want as many people to watch as possible. Come on, everyone, line up.
はーい、
Okay, single file.
みんな、私がいなくなってから
Did you
院長
guys
先生
cause
に迷
any
惑か
trouble
け
for
た
the
りして
matron
ない
after I left?
いい子にして
Have
る
you all been good boys and girls? Rady, yeah, we need Rady shaped cotton candy.
いい子にしてる
Yep, I was very good.
よ。ルーナお姉ちゃんももっと遊びに来てよ。
Luna, you should come play with us more.
そうよ。
I like
家
Luna.
族なんだからたまには帰ってらっしゃい。
That's right, you're part of our family, so come home and visit once in a while. I like Luna.
わかった。
Alright, I will.
おや、あなたは
Why is he sat on a big sofa?
あなたまで鑑賞に来られるとは。
You're the 7th Arenas. I'm surprised you've even come to watch.
古い友人が出るって言うんだね。
Well, an old friend's gonna be on the
興味本位
stage.
で来ただけ
I
なんだ。
only came out of curiosity.
ドラゴンと剣闘士、どんな
A
戦いを見
dragon
せ
and
て
a
くれるのか楽
gladiator.
しみだ。
I can't wait to see what kind of fight it'll turn out to be. There's a lot of people. It's so
びっくり
savvy.
だね。最初の時とは比べ物にな
I'm
らない。
surprised too. This is nothing like our first performance.
だが、満足するのはま
It's
だ
still too
早い。
early to celebrate.
問題は
We
ここか
have
らだ。
yet to arrive at the hardest part.
無節操に声をかけたせいで
Hi,
客
Clown!
層は見事にバラバラ。
We practically promoted to everyone who came across about without any filtering. Lo and behold, we've got as much variety as bizarre.
それだけハードルも上がってる。
That
気合い入れて
raises
い
our
くぞ。
hurdles to the skies. Keep yourself on your toes.
あいや、内容もバッチリ刺さるもんになってるし、あとは全力でやるだけだ。
Yeah, I know, watching anime and playing games gives me trust issues with any character. You're so right. It's count time. Of course, we've chosen a program that'll resonate with them, so all that's left to do is put in our best effort. As we brace ourselves one final time, Villia raised his voice and made an announcement.
今回の主役はイーオンだよな。
Our star this time is Eon, right?
開演前
Before
の
we
一言
start, it's
頼
time
んだ
for a
ぜ。
speech, don't you think? Villia speaking isn't really Eon's strong point.
は
Pardon?
自分はそういうのには向い
I
てい
am
ない
not。suited to such a task.
何言ってんだ。今回
Come
は
on,
お前以外
listen
い
to
ないだ
yourself.
ろう。潔
You're
く
the
引き
only
受け
one
ろ
that。fits the bill this time. Give up already and go for it.
どうしてもって言うなら、私
If
がイ
you
ーオンの気持ちを大事
really
にしてあ
don't
げま
want
しょう
to,
か。
how about I do the honors and speak on your behalf?
待ってくれ。それは困る。
Wait, I'm
おそら
rather
く全てが
against.
捏造になるんだろ
I am willing to bet that none of it will be accurate.
ほら、いいよ。お客さんたちも待ってるから。
Come on, Eon. Our audience is waiting for us too.
捏造されるよりは自分の
If
口
the
で伝えた
alternative
方が
is
はる
someone
かに
making
マ
a
シだ。
melodrama out of it, taking the initiative to talk would be more preferable. Eon seems a little lost, but he finally caved under our combined gazes.
う。前にも言ったことと重なるが、
I'm aware that I've said this
自
before,
分は
but
武器を振るう
I
し
am a
かできない
human
人
who is
間だ。
only good for wielding weapons.
ずっとそれしかやってこなかった。
Everyone's like ganging up at him. He's like, no, I can't speak in front of people, help. Coming up with a speech on the spot is hard, so they put him under some pressure, but we're all friends here, so it's fine. That is the only thing I have done for as long as I can remember.
だが、そんな自分でも
However, all of you have
誰かを
taught me
笑顔
that
にすること
even
が
if
でき
I am
ると
such a man,
皆が
I
教え
too
てく
can
れ
make people smile. Oh.
た。この町の人間にもその気持
I
ちを
want the
分
people
かっ
of
て
this
ほし
city
い。
to understand that emotion as well. He's got stage fright, help him.
本当に心から楽しむ
To
というの
understand
は
what it means to
どういう
truly
もの
enjoy
なのか。
something from the bottom of their heart. Do you like the circus that much, Ian?
きっと我々のショーならば
I have faith that our
そ
show
れが
can
で
teach
きる
them
と信
that.
じている。だから
That is why I
共に頑張
let
ろ
us all do our best together. He's so cute. Ian didn't have a silver tongue, and he faltered as he spoke. Even so, his words fit us very well.
う。すまない。
My apologies. I could not make a good speech.
いいんだよ。
It's
イーオン
perfectly
が話す
fine.
ことに意味があるん
The
だから
important
な。
thing is that you're the one talking, Ian.
それじゃあ声合わせろよみんな。
Julia really said,
せーの
I didn't listen to a word you
頑張るぞ
said, but you sure did say something. Alrighty then, don't miss the cue, guys. One. Oh, I did it. I fucked the cue. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. We all traded a look and smile before collectively answering Vilio's call. Yeah! It's showtime, everyone! Time for showtime. So exciting! Here he is!
決闘都市フェルスにお住まいの紳士淑女の
Greetings,
皆様
our dear citizens of Ferris.
本日はお忙しい中我らの
I would like to thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come to our show today.
今宵我らがお届けするのは
Tonight, our performance may be a tad peculiar compared to the duels you'll attend on a regular basis. Here, there will be no screeching of steel, nor dances of blood. However, on this stage, you will find dreams, inspiration, and fantasy. Please enjoy our show to your heart's content. Junior, that was passionate. As darkness swallowed the arena lights, I took over narration and began unfolding the tale. This is a story of King Arthur and his dragon companion, Regulus. The meeting between the two powerful beings who would go on to build the world as we know it. I know that a dragon called Regulus is mentioned in the epic of King Arthur, but if I remember correctly, in the stories we know, the only thing we learn about him is that he was King Arthur's comrade in arms.
僕が知ってる物語も同じかな。
I think that's the case for me too.
四大精
It's
霊
the
が
famous
協力し
legend
て
of
世界
Arthur
を作っ
creating
た
our
ってい
world
う
with the four great
有名なお
spirits,
話
right?
だよね。
その物語がドラゴンの島では違う
You're
形で
saying
伝
there's
わ
a
ってる。
different version passed down in the Dragon's Island? Since we used Eon and Vilio to attract spectators with a show centered around a human and a dragon, we decided to center our program around these two figures. Then, in our discussion afterwards, we began sharing stories and legends we each knew, thinking of what we might find a breakthrough somewhere. Maybe.
まあ、
Eon's
おお
the
むね同じなんだけ
hero!
どな。
Eon gets to play the hero. Well, that's the gist of the same. The gist is the same, yeah.
ドラゴンの間では、それよりちょっと前のアーテイルとラグレスの出会い
The
の
part
話が
before
伝
all
わってるん
that
だ。
is passed down to when Arthur first encountered Regulus.
人とドラゴンが友情で結ばれたのは、
Oh my god, it's How to Train Your Dragon, the
その二人が初めてだったらしい。
play. Apparently those two were the first to form friendships between our species.
アーテイルが世界を作る上で、
When Arthur
四
established
大
our
精霊
world,
はもちろん、
the four great
ラグレスの
spirits
力は
were of course
とても大きか
vital,
ったんだぜ。
but Regulus played a big part as well.
人とドラゴンに生まれた
The first ever bond of
初めての
friendship
友
between a
情
human and a dragon. I see.
そう言われるとなんだか素敵に思えるね。
It sounds wonderful when you put it that way.
この話って俺たちドラゴン以
Just
外に
asking.
ほとんど知られてないのか？
But are we dragons pretty much the only ones who know this story?
そうね。
Well,
世
I
界
think
の
so,
伝
yes.
承を絵本でしか知らない
Most
ような
common
一般
folk
層
only
が多い
learned all of the
から
word legends through picture books after all.
でも王家の方々は
But,
もちろん
of course,
王宮に
the
近い
royal
関係者も知
family,
ってる
as well
わ
as people with ties to
ド
the
ラゴンを
palace, are
研
aware.
究している学者もいる
Some of the
し
researchers investigate dragons too.
そうだな。俺も聞いたことはあるぜ。
Well, I've
初
also
代
heard about
国
how
王
the
とドラ
first
ゴン
king
が
was friends
友
with the
達だったっ
dragon.
てな。
I didn't know that. This story might be useful for us.
アーテイルとラグレスの友情
Does
物
that
語
mean
で
you
行
two are
くっ
going to
て
go
こ
with a
と
tale of
か？
friendship between the two? Yeah, I've only got the outline in my mind so far, but back to the show. Everyone in this country knew about the legend of King Arthur, who created the creator of our world. In our show this time, we'd unravel the tale of Arthur's first meeting with his comrade in arms, the dragon Regulus, and how the two eventually became friends. Let's turn the clock back 1,000 years to a time before the Major Five had been founded. Back then, in a forest near where our modern capital lies, there was a lone dragon who'd settled down amidst the trees. There he is! Even among the dragons, who are said to be the most powerful of all Fae, he stood out with his absolute might. His name was Regulus. There was no end to the humans who came to challenge him, seeking to test their strength, and his tedious days dragged on and on. Althea! However, it all changed one day when a young man named Althea visited the dragon's abode, which was where our story begins. Yet another impudent human has come, I see. No matter how many accolades you wear on your garb, you will not manage to scratch my scales. Leave or suffer the consequences. Sorry, but I'm not going to back down. After all, I'm here because... Another stubborn death one, as predicted. You will live to regret your folly. No, wait, you got the wrong idea. Save the useless chatter. The flames breed threatened to swallow Eon whole, but a fraction of a second before impact... Listen to me! With a swing of Eon's axe, the wall of fire was split cleanly in half. Damn! Not bad at all, human. You're the only one who has managed to defend yourself against my first strike. However, you will not find victory on this day. Now, you may make your attack. It's your turn in this Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. Althea, however, did not do what Raguel said. Instead, he lowered his weapon. Why are you standing still? A human of your abilities might actually be capable of injuring me. I didn't come here to fight you. I do not understand. Humans have always appeared before me, seeking to demonstrate their strength. What other reason could there possibly be for someone of your kind to come before me? We're gonna get a pretty hard. Oh, great dragon Raguels, I am Althea, a puny, insignificant human. I'm not here because I want to challenge you. I'm here because I want to be your friend. My friend, you say? And this day marked the beginning of the odd and wondrous days of Althea and Raguel spent together. Whether Althea paid a visit, he'd come bearing stories of the outside world. Way north from here, there's a coast where water spirits dominate. It's beautiful, so you should visit if you ever have the chance. The lore for this world is like amazing. They've really put a lot of writing into this. The volcano southeast of here has recently been erupting less frequently, or so I hear. If the eruptions calm down, people might make it towns and settlements around there. I can't wait to see what kind of place it will be. However, after 1 year had passed, Althea suddenly stopped showing up. Hey, you Fae over there. Do you know the whereabouts of this human? Slightly concerned, Raguel asked a Fae in the forest about Althea's situation. A dragon's talking to me? Well, my lord, I hear that human is headed south towards an impoverished village in the south. I know this game's lore is so good. I'm so excited to learn more as well. I know, it's so cute. I see. Raguel traced Althea's path, and at his destination, he saw the youth being pelted by scornful words in a devastated state. Devastated village, what am I reading? I cannot read today. Oi, Althea. I cultivated the crops in the way you told me, but they're not growing at all. You can't do much about that. The soil here is infertile. Unless we try over and over again, it's not.
仕方ないで済む問題じゃないよ。
Excuses aren't going to solve our urgent problems. My kids are waiting at home, hungry.
わかった。俺のミスだ。
I understand.
森に行って果物を集めてくるから。
I'll go forage for fruits in the forest, so please make do with that for now. After the angry villagers left, Raguels revealed himself.
ラグレス。
Raguels?
どうして
Why are you here of all places?
どうして
Why is a question I should be asking you. Why did you just let them condemn you?
理不尽な言いがかりなど
You could simply silence unreasonable accusations with your strength. You are more than capable of it.
力なら余裕だろう
確かに力を振るうのは簡単だ。
Using my physical strength would be the
力を
easy
争うため
solution,
にある
yeah.
んじゃない。
But the purpose of power isn't fighting others.
大切なものを守るためにあるんだ。
It's to protect the things we cherish.
ラグレス。君もよければ
Raguels,
果
if
物
you
探
don't
しを手
mind,
伝ってくれない
could you help me look for fruit? Raguels didn't look convinced at the least, but he decided to keep silent for now. However, when the village came under attack by bandits one day, he saw a scene that made him doubt his eyes. Eon's in attack mode. Though it was an uphill battle, Althea fought to the end to protect the humans that had blamed him unjustly.
アーテイル。
Althea, you fought to
俺た
protect
ちを
us?
守るために戦ったのか。僕たちは君に不
All
満や
we've
文句を
done
ぶ
is
つ
shove
け
our
てばかり
complaints
だった
in
の。
you, but you
気にするな。
don't
適材
worry
適所
about
という
it.
やつだ。
The right person in the right place, as they say.
俺はたまたま人より強い力を持っている。
I happen to be born with more strength than other people.
これはきっと力を持た
I'm
ない人
sure
を
I
守
was
る
given
ために
this
持
gift
って
so I
る
could
も
protect
のだ。
those without power.
俺は俺のできるこ
I
と
only
をした
did
まで
what's
だ。
within my abilities. At those words, the villagers apologized and thanked Althea, one after the other.
以前はお前を責めた
Sorry
りして
about
悪か
blaming you
った。
before.
君がいなかったら
If you
僕
weren't
たちは今
around,
頃きっと
we would be dead
死ん
by
でいた
now.
よ。ありがとう。
Look at his little smile as
また
well.
この村に来てくれ。
Thanks, and come to this village again sometime.
次はこの村で採れたう
I'll
まい野
receive
菜
you
を
with delicious
お前に振る
vegetables
舞うと
that
約
will
束す
grow
る。
here, I promise.
家族みんなで君のことをも
My
てなすよ。
entire family will welcome and host you.
それはとても楽
I
しみだ。
can't wait for that day. This is nice. After the villagers left, Althea cradled the chloris that had just bloomed in his hand, then said,
ラグレス、そこにいるんだろう。
It's delicious vegetables. Yeah, the best reward ever. Vegetable. Raguels, you're there, aren't you?
見てくれていただろうか。
Did you take a good look?
これが俺の
This
信じる
is the strength I
強
believe
さだ
in. The small lone flower looked like it was the furthest thing from strength. Despite its size, however, the flower was brimming with a warm life force.
そうか
I
これ
see.
がお前の
So
言う
this is
強
what you
さ
spoke of.
認めようアーテ
I shall admit it,
イ
Althea.
お前は
You are the strongest person in the world. With that, a friendship was born between the strongest man and the strongest fae.
なあラグレス、このクロリス
Hey,
の美しさを
Raguels,
俺たちだ
don't
け
you
で
think
楽
it's
し
a
むのは
little
もったい
wasteful
ない
that
と
we
思
only
わない
get to admire the beauty? Only we get to admire the beauty of the chloris?
そうだな
I
多くの
agree.
者に
We should share this beauty
この
with as
美しさを
many people as
届けよう。
possible. You just smoosh it up. Eon, still in the role of Althea, swung his weapon. Each movement came wind as his arcs left trails of... I can't read. With each movement came wind as his arcs left trails of rainbows in the air, accompanied by a flurry of shining flowers that scattered around. Wow! Wow, look at him! Wow, so cool! Rainbows! The strength that his weapon symbolized wasn't something that conquered others. Instead, its purpose was to protect and deliver smiles to everyone. The story of Arthur and Raguel's wasn't the only thing that projected this message. I could feel Eon's earnest heart from his powerful strikes.
大成功だな。
Looks like a great success. Pastalia is way too good. He can even make rainbows with his magic.
ああ、そうだな。
Yes, agreed.
パスハリアの魔法とザフォラとジー
It
ニ
is
ア
a
が頼んだ
combined display of Pastalia's
風の精霊
magic
との合
and
わ
the
せ
wind
技。
spirits whom Zephora and Ginia asked to help.
練習で何度も見てきたが、
I have seen it many times during our rehearsals,
一
but
番美しいように
I
感じる。
feel that this time it was the most beautiful.
だな。こんなに
Right?
綺麗なんだ。
It's downright
会
gorgeous.
場中の奴ら
We've got to
全
give
員に
everyone in the
し
venue
っか
a
り見
good
てもらわ
look.
ないとな。
ああ。さあ、
Indeed.
もう
Now,
一度だ。
let us do this one more time. It's so nice. Eon POV. With every swing, a beautiful rainbow bridge was built. Glittering flowers raced in the air. The beautiful sight filled my ears. Filled my ears? The sight filled my ears, yeah. And the beautiful sight filled my eyes, and the cheerful cheers of our audience filled my ears.
かつて見たのは虹ではなく
What I
血
saw
吹
in the past were not
宙に
colours,
散るのは
but blood.
輝く草
What
花で
scattered
はな
about were not petals, but my
く苦しみに
opponent's
もだえる
pain.
相手の顔だった。
This is nice! Over and over and over. Before I realised, I had mastered the ability to keep my mind blank whenever I stood on a stage. To blind my eyes, to steal my heart. To wholeheartedly hope that it would end quickly while enduring the throb in my right eye. Those were my only thoughts when I would swing my blade.
今は早く終わるどころか、
Now part of me at the back of my mind is wishing that this moment would last
心
forever.
の奥底で願っている自分がいる。
It was an impossible desire, yet I could not stop myself from dreaming. This is nice! I found myself asking, who in the world were the ones that made me think this way? It was the members of Circus, and I snuck a glance at the wing, and a girl entered my vision. She was grinning as she looked at me. Our eyes only met for a second, but... You can do this! I saw her mouthing that to me.
戦って力で押し勝つ。
Fighting and winning
そ
by
れも
knocking
強さ
someone
には
down
違
with
いないのだ
force.
ろう。
I admit, that is one form of strength.
だが
However,
本当に強いというのは力だけを持つことじゃな
true
い。
strength is not just about physical prowess. Even if the shackle branded on my right eye was still there, someone like me could still make people smile. My comrades who taught me that were surely many, many times stronger than the likes of me. That's so cute! Yawn! Ear-splitting cheers and applause were as the curtains. I've literally lost the ability to read. Ear-splitting cheers and the applause were the curtains that closed out this performance of flowers. The remnants of rainbows danced in the air in the company of the applause. Almost as if they were nodding in agreement that we had created something lasting in people's hearts. The flora slowly unraveled its petals and bloomed. We did it! We did it! It was such a good performance. I'm so proud of Eon. He did so well. He did so well. Yeah, hopefully it helps. The night ended after the show, and a teardown had a bit. I've literally lost the ability to read. That night after the show and teardown had both ended with that incident. Once again, great work, everyone! Great work! We surrounded the recently bloomed flora with drinks in hand and overflowing exhilaration in our hearts. No one prompted it or anything, but the next thing we knew, we found ourselves toasting as if it was the natural thing to do. That's
いやー
nice.
最初の客が10人ちょっとの時
You
は
know,
ダメだなこりゃーとか
When
思った
only
けどよ
around 10 or so peeps came at first, I was convinced we were doomed.
こうして咲いたのを見ると
But
やってやったー
now
って
that
感じが
flower
す
was
るな
safely bloomed, the sense of accomplishment is amazing.
俺はアーテイルで初めて
In my
顔を
case,
合わせた時から
I thought we'd have a
望み
little
薄だ
hope the
と思っ
moment
て
we
いたけど
saw
な。
I saw our lineup back in Arthea.
野蛮な野良ドラゴンに脳天
Barbaric
気
wild
不愛
dragon,
想
a head stuck in the clouds, a
あとは
statue,
サボり魔と
a
お荷物
furball, then a slacker and some baggage. Right, who is who here? So the dragon, a head stuck in the clouds. I guess that's Pashalia. A statue, I guess that's Eon. A furball, Rady. And I guess we're the baggage and Ginny is the slacker? I guess that's it.
よくもまあこんなメンツがまとまってこ
I'm
こまで来
honestly
れたもん
impressed
だ
that such a ragtag group has managed to make it this far.
おいザフォラ
おい
一見天の弱が抜けてるぞ
You forgot to include this scheming grouch.
誰がいつ天の
Get
弱
him.
だったって言うんだ
I don't remember anyone being a grouch at any point in time. So he's not going to refute the scheming part.
「そういえばラリーなんで
By
今
the
は
way,
そっちの
Rady,
姿なの
why are you in that form
い
right
つもご
now?
飯の時は可愛い
You
まま
usually
なの
stay
に
cute when we're eating.
それは暗に毛玉になる
Are
っ
you
て言わ
trying
れて
to
る
say
の
I
か
should turn back?
まあなんとなくだよ
Well,
こっ
I'm
ち
just
の
in
方
the
が乾
mood,
杯しやす
I
いしな
guess. It's easy to toast in this form.
カリダの時はあんなに挙動不審だっ
Cirrus
た
was
この
shocked
子も
silent
さ
back
す
in
がに慣れた
Caelum.
みたいだし
But she's
たま
pretty
には
used
い
to
い
it
んじゃない
now,
かしら
so why not transform from time to time? Sorry about back then. That was on me. I'm fine now. Rest assured.
そうだな
Yeah, Rady
家
becomes
族が突然違
uncute.
う姿になれば誰だって驚くだろう
Indeed,
が
if anyone would be surprised if their family turned out,
Rady であること
if
に
their
変わり
family
ないから
suddenly look so different, but this form is part of Rady as well.
いい意味で変われたってことだよな
It means she's changed in a good way.
変わったって言うなら
On the
Video
subject of
もね
change, you have too, Vilio.
俺
Oh no, we're starting to round things up before the final performance. Who? Me?
うん今日のステージすごかっ
Yeah,
たよ
you were amazing on the
クル
stage
トラの
today.
時とかは
Back
セ
in
リフを覚える
Cultura,
ので精一杯
just
って
trying to
感じだった
memorize
けど
lines was a struggle for you.
今日の公演でのビデオは
But
演
today,
技もすご
your
くて
acting was
本当
amazing.
に伝説のドラゴン
You
みたい
really
に見え
seem like
た
that legendary dragon.
そう言われると照れる
Oh,
な
you're
頑張っ
embarrassing
てよ
me.
かった
All my hard work was worth it.
まさかあんな演技ができるなんて
Who would
な
have thought that Vilio
今
could
のビ
pull
デオか
off
ら
that
は想像
act?
できね
Look at him now. He seems like a whole other person. I know I don't want the journey to end.
あと自分のことを俺って
We
い
got
う
to
イ
see
オ
a
ン
new
も
side of Eon
新鮮
too.
でよかったよ
That
ね
was nice.
新鮮かどう
New,
かは
from
自分で
my
はあまりわからな
perspective,
いが
I'm not sure whether I felt that way.
しかし練習では何度も間
I'm
違
glad
えた
that
もの
despite all my mistakes
の
during
本番ではミ
practice,
スせず終え
I
られ
managed to
て
perform
よかったと
perfectly
思
on
う
the actual day.
笑顔すら作れなかったのに
You
最
weren't
後はしっ
even
かり
able
笑顔
to
だっ
feign
た
a
し
smile at first.
変わったもんだぜ
But in the end, you're beaming all right. You've really changed, my guy.
そうなんだろう
Do
か
you
笑
think
顔を作っ
so?
た覚えはないが
I do not remember smiling deliberately.
ならあれは自然に笑ってたんだ
Then
ね
it must have been a spontaneous one.
自然に笑えるのが一番いいことなんじゃな
Smiling
いか
when
しら
you think you want
成
to
長して変わ
and
れたって
because you
こ
want
とよ
to is the best, don't you think? That's proof that you've improved and changed. You know, Pashalia and Zephora have done their share of changing as well.
僕もそう
Even me?
なのかな
You think so?
おかしい奴らに対しての耐性がついただけ
The
だ
only change I underwent was my increased tolerance towards certain weirdos.
まったく素直じゃないわね
jeez.
今くらいお酒の力を借
Could
りて
you learn to
喜
be
べ
an
ばいいの
iota more
に
honest? On occasions like this, just boost yourself with some liquor and be happy.
Oh?
He's so
もしかして
pouty.
もっと飲んだら 素直で綺麗なザフォラが見れるん
Hey,
じゃない
if
か
he keeps drinking, maybe we'll see a real Saint Sephora.
お、いいな。おれ、もっ
Ah,
と
good
飲めよ、
idea.
清少
There you
年。
go. Have some more, young man.
やめろ、強要するな。
Stop. Don't try to
こういうの
coerce
は
me
自
into
分
it.
のペースで楽しむもんだ。
These things are better enjoyed at my own preferred pace. You know what? Respect, Sephora. Absolute respect for that. Sephora's way of speaking seemed to be the exact same as when I first met him, but I felt the difference. Everyone had changed, and so had I. I fixed my eyes on the faintly glowing flora and took a sip of my warm tea. Fair, I'll also be drinking tea. A radiant flower of joy, huh?
いよいよ咲かせるフローラも
At long
あと一
last,
つなんだね。
there's only one flora left. That's right.
やっとに帰れるのね
We can
こうやって
finally
みんな
go
で
back
テ
to
ー
the
ブルを囲
sweet,
むのも
sweet
悪くないけ
capital.
ど
Sitting around a table with you guys is great and all,
そろそろ自宅のベ
but
ッドが
I'm
恋しいわ
starting to miss my lovely bed back home.
お前ら、何終わったみたいな
Why are
雰
you
囲気
guys
出し
making
て
it
るん
sound
だ
like the
よ。
whole party's over already? Don't worry, I know. We can't let our guards down until it's truly said and done.
また王都の公演が振り出しに戻らないことを祈っておく。
I just hope that we won't have a repeat of our last show in the capital.
お客さんがゼロなのは
I
も
don't
う
want
嫌
to
だな。
experience having zero spectators again.
あと、燃やされるのももう勘
And
弁ね。
avoid our tent burning down would be nice too.
だからあの時は悪
I
かったっ
know,
て
I know, it was my
もうやら
bad.
ないから
I won't ever
そ
do
れぐら
that
いは
again.
ちゃんと学んだ
I've
か
learned
ら
that
な
much. Well, you've got so much better at controlling your magic, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
魔法が上手くなったといえば
Speaking of
パ
improved
スハリア
magic,
もだろうな。
that applies to Pashalia as well.
そうだな。
Right.
最初
At
は
first,
苦
he
手
didn't
だ
want
からあ
to
んま
use it
使いた
since
く
it
ないっ
wasn't
て
his
言
cup
っ
of
てたけど、
tea.
今回の公演の魔
But
法はすご
his
かったぜ
spells。in this show were amazing.
そうかな。
You think so?
まあ少なくとも水魔法
In
に
terms
関
of
して
water
なら
magic, you might
王族
even
にも引
rival
け
the
を取ら
royal
ないんじゃない
family.
か。
お、デレのターンか
Is it be nice o'clock on your timetable? Honestly, fair. Take all the shots you can at him whenever you can. It's your right.
ザフォラに褒められちゃ
Sephora
った。
praised me.
なあザフラ俺は
Hey, Sephora,
お
what
前
about
は
me,
ドラゴ
huh?
ンの形をしたただの火山だ。
You're just a plain old volcano in the guise of a lizard. Rady's locked and loaded at all times.
いや、これじゃ火山に対して失
Ah,
礼だな。
pardon me.
撤回す
That's
る。
impolite to volcanoes. I take it back.
たまには俺のことも褒めてくれていいのに
Wouldn't hurt for you to praise me too once in a while.
よし、かっこええかっこええ。飲ませる
Alrighty,
ぞ。
surround him, guys. We'll get him drunk. Alright, boys, let's get him.
はい、この飲み物
Here you go.
すごく美味しい
This
よ。
drink is very delicious.
おい待て、それめちゃくちゃ度数
Hey,
の高い
hold
や
up.
つじゃないか。
That has a crazy alcohol percentage.
仕方ないわね
Oh,
今なら
fine,
このジー
fine.
ニア様専用の高級
I'll
ワイ
make a
ンも
special
特別に
exception
あげちゃうわ
and give you this premium wine reserved for yours truly. It's sippy time,
お前
Sephora.
ら酔ってたかって飲ませようとするな。
Quit it. Don't gang up on me. I savored the lively conversation, and before I knew it, I finished my tea.
カップを貸してくれ。次だそう。
Cirrus, lend me your cup. I shall refill it. Thanks, Eon. We just got our tea. We're just vibing. We're pure vibing right now. I know, Sephora, get out of there. In the beginning, I had run away from him, scared, but now I grow familiar to the mismatched sight of Eon pouring a teapot. Foggy steam rose as he did, and while watching it dance, I spoke to him. Eon, great work at the show today.
あ、ありがとう。
Thank you.
あなたのおか
It
げ
only
で
went so well
無
because
事に
you were
終える
there.
ことができた。
He gave me a nod before shifting his gaze to the flora.
剣闘士だった自分は剣を振る
I
うこ
was a
としかできない。
gladiator, and the only thing I knew was how to wield a sword.
人を傷つけることでしか
I have always thought that the
観客を沸かせられない。
only way to entertain an audience was to hurt people.
そう思っていたが
My hands used to be covered in blood in this place, the Jewel City, Yugo City. And I never imagined the people here would applaud me for any other reason. It brings me more joy than ever expected. He probably hasn't told us his full story yet, because we're not on his route. And everyone likely was aware of that. However, none of us intended to pry. After all, even if we didn't have the whole picture, he was still Eon, the Eon we cherished. My hunch told me that the true burden Eon bore was something dark and heavy, like something I could never imagine. But for this one single moment, he seemed to be released from that weight. Please allow me to say this once more. Thank you. Eon gave me a faint smile, and I returned it with a wide grin. This is nice. This is really nice. Oh, intermission! And we get to see Prince Fanboy again, I guess. We travelled down the long route from Ferris to Arthea. Finally, one night, as we were drawing closer to our destination. Wow! The dinner tonight's well more fancy than usual. Rady is such an alcoholic. Ah, Ferris beer's the stuff. Good job snagging it past me. We also had a stir-fry dish made with a generous heaping of spices we had procured in Cultura. We'd enjoyed aqua pazza in Orion's, but the menu tonight was a not-so-aqua pazza recreated with substitute ingredients. Our meat from Ferris was still fresh, so we lightly seasoned it before grilling it. All these dishes and more were on the table in a glorious display, a joint effort between me and Eon. It's okay, Rady's already red all over, he's fine. We have exhausted all our remaining ingredients after all. Everyone, please eat to your heart's content. Still, you invested way too much into this. What are we going to do for breakfast tomorrow? Leftovers, boy. Well, I think it's worth it. This will be our last meal inside our camp after all. Like Pashalia said, if everything went according to plan, we would enter the outskirts of the city around noon tomorrow. And having leftover ingredients would just be a waste, so I think we're justified. Is something wrong, Vilio? You don't seem to be making much progress on your meal. I know, it's so sad, our last meal. No, it's just when I think this is the last meal that Eon and Cirrus will make for me, I can't bear to finish it. Well, congratulations. After a tour around the entire world, you finally learned how to be reserved. Get it? Hey, I'm not being reserved at all. I take that back. Still a long way to go. I'm not sure about Eon, but you can eat my cooking at any time if you come to leave her. And when you do, I'll serve your drink personally. Call it a family and friends perk. Is there no friend discount? Well, we're a business. We proudly serve good food, and we can't part with our pride and joy at a bargain. Not even for 1 hour less. Stingy. Hearing that from Jinya makes my blood boil. The rich get richer. I watched everyone's lively banter as I took a bite of my white fish fritter. Do you got fish and chips? It's honestly hard to believe. It seems that only yesterday that Spiria was encouraging me to join them. To think we've already finished our tour and are back to the capital. Oh no, we're doing flashbacks! This is sad. The first show we had in Caledia also feels like so fresh in my memory.
客のこと
Back
考
then,
えずに好き
everyone
勝手や
ran
ってた
wild
し
without consideration for our audience.
最初は何にも分かってなかったよ
I
な。
had no clue what I was doing at the start, thinking back.
そう感じられるってだけ少しはマシ
Being
にな
able
った
to
みたい
realize
だ
that
な。
means you've at least matured
脳み
somewhat.
その容量も
Has
少
your
しは増
brain
えたか。
has your brain capacity increased a little?
ま、クルトラの公演は割とまともだったんじゃないか。
I suppose our show in Cultura wasn't half bad.
あれをきっかけに住民たちも
After that
少しずつ
performance,
元
the
の姿
citizens
を
are on
取り
their way
戻
to
してきて
regaining
る。
their former glory. You're probably going to return to Cultura after our journey's done, right?
もちろんだ。
But of
その
course,
ために
that's
こ
why
こ
I
に
joined
参
in
加
the
してるん
first
だからな。
place.
私的ベストな公演
My
は
personal
やっぱ
fave
り
was
オリエンスのショーかしら
definitely
ね。
our show in Orients.
鮮やかな水と光のショ
A
ー。そ
spectacular
して手
show
を
of
取り合
water
う
and
人
light.
々と精霊。
Humans and spirits joining hands in delight.
まさにエレガン100点満点。
Thanks,
映え
Julia.
るわ。
My, you can't get more elegant than that. I'd give it a perfect score of 100 points. Oh, it'd get so many likes.
なんだ映えるって。
Wait, did he just break the fourth wall? Did Jinya actually just break the fourth wall? Likes? What does that mean? I think he's praising us in his own Jinya sort of way.
あれはあの時、あの場所じゃないとできないショーだったよ
That show
ね。
was only possible because we were in the right place at the right time.
僕たちだけの力じゃなくて、精霊さんたち
It wasn't
みんな
just
の
us
協
that
力
pulled
が
it
あった
off.
から作れたんだよ。
It only works out because all the spirits were willing to help.
ベルスでのショーも良かったんじゃねえ
Methinks
か。
the shows in Ferris was pretty good too.
回数こなしたおかげか。全員演技も
Probably
上手く
because
なっ
of
て
our
たしな。
experience with the other shows, but everyone's acting was superb.
自分的には多少なりとも恥ずかしい
Personally,
思いもあ
parts
っ
of it were
たのだ
somewhat
が
mortifying,
しかし
but
いつもよ
the
りも
cheers
ず
of
っ
the
と強
audience
く
felt more vivid to me
観
than
客から
any
の
of our
声
other
援を感
shows.
じたように思う。
Ginny is the most powerful character in this game. He knows what a like is, and I'm scared. Whether it be stories of hardship during the promotion or countless failures during practice, looking back at every single moment became a precious gem of our journey together. If we were to discuss each individual show one by one, it'd probably never end, but
さあ、お皿も空になってきたこと
alrighty
だ
then.
し。
Our plates
そ
are
ろそろ
empty
開
now,
きにしましょうか。
so I think we should end things here. Chop chop! It had gotten rather late before we noticed. Yeah,
名残惜しい気持ちはわかるけどね。
I get that you don't want this to end.
明日は王様に謁見するかも
But
しれな
we
いの
might
よ。
have an audience
寝
with
不
His
足の顔
Majesty
じゃ失
tomorrow.
礼でしょ。
It'll be rude to show up with your bags under your eyes. With that, Ginya's words marked the end of the evening. I don't want it to end. I then returned to my tent and got into bed. A little while later, I wasn't used to this all at first, but now sleeping in this tent is the norm for me now, huh? Oh no, not a static dream. Don't show me a static dream again. The evening breeze is so nice. Ugh, it's no good. I can't sleep. I was wrapped in my blanket, but rest just wouldn't come to me. Hey, Rady, are you still awake?
いや、寝てるぞ。
Nope, I'm out cold. That's so. I can't sleep for some reason. Could we chat for a bit? Rady leapt off his hammock with a wry smile as soon as I asked.
お前って昔からそうだよな。
You never change,
緊
do you?
張したり不安があったり
You've always
す
been
る
the
と
type that can't get to
わかりや
bed
すく
whenever
眠
you're
れなくな
nervous
る
or uneasy.
自分で考えたメニューを店に出すこと
That
になっ
night
た
before
前
the
日
dish
と
you
か。
came up with went onto the official menu, for example. Hey, that was only because I was worried whether everyone would order it and...
スピレアが風邪で倒れた時とか。
or when Spiria was sick in bed with a cold. How could I ever sleep when either of you are ill? I'd be worried sick myself. As we engaged in animated chatter, I let out a wistful whisper. Whenever we talk about Liba, I can't help but start missing home.
こんなにスピレアと離れてたのは
Well,
初めて
it's
だ
the
もん
first time
な。
you've been apart from Spiria for so long. Yeah, I want to see her again so much. I don't feel lonely though. I've met so many people and overcome all kinds of extraordinary situations with everyone. I've learned so much. I never want to stop cherishing the moments we've had, even after all this is over. There are so many things I want to tell Spiria. That's why I can't wait to see her.
変わったな、お前も。
You've changed too, huh?
いや、
Me?
なんでもね。
Nah, don't worry about it. Vady's eyes narrowed as if he was relishing in an emotion I couldn't place before he walked off at a brisk pace.
キッチン行ってなんか飲もうぜ。
Let's head to
そ
the
したら眠れ
kitchen
るだろう。
and grab
きっ
something
と
to drink. You'll feel sleepy after that. Sounds like a plan. I guess some more milk would be nice. As we talked and walked out of our tent, and then... Jinya? We found Jinya alone, sipping from a wine glass, looking sullen. Wait, Jinya?
あら、あなたたちも起きてきたの？
Oh my,
明日
you
に
two are
備え
awake
て寝ろ
too?
って言ったのに。
Didn't I tell you to get some sleep for tomorrow? Is he gonna miss this more than he's admitting?
ジーニアこそ普段は
You're
夜
the
更
one
か
to
しなんて
talk,
美容の
Junior.
敵とか
You're
言ってる
always
くせに
going
い
on
いの
about
か
how
よ。
staying up late ruins beauty. Shouldn't you be conked out?
うるさいわね。
Leave me
今日は
alone.
柄にもなくおセンチな気
Shockingly
分だ
enough,
から。
I'm in a sentimental mood for once, so I'm exempt. He tilted the glass and downed its contents in one go before letting out a small whisper.
もう旅も終わりだしね。
Our journey is at its end, so
せっかくだから正
I
直
suppose
に言
I'll
う
take this chance to be honest.
私、この旅が成功するな
At
んて
first, I
ち
had, like,
とも思ってなかった。
absolutely no hope that our journey would be successful.
フローラの開花任務自体、
The mission to
大臣
bloom
ども
flora
に
was
押し付け
basically
られたよ
dumped
う
on
な
me
もんだ
by
った
those
からね。
ministers to begin with.
だからまあ、
That's
それなり
why,
に
well,
本気に見える人員
I
を
thought
集
if I
めてみ
went
て、
around and assembled a bunch of people that seemed relatively motivated,
それで適当に旅行しながらシ
then
ョーっ
toured
ぽいことを
around,
しておけ
made
ば
it seem like we were
言い訳
serious
で
and
きる
put
と
on
思って
events,
たの。
I'd be able to make a convincing excuse when we flopped.
そしたら集まったメンバーがもの
And that's
すご
why
い
you
ことになっ
cast
たって
the
わけ
cast you put together was such a mixed bag, huh?
そう。
Yeah.
伝説のドラゴン、
A
怪
fabled
しい情
dragon,
報や
a
異
sauce.
質な契約者、訳ありの元剣闘士、
Junior,
例外で平凡な
I
女
don't
の
like the
子
language you're using. Why did you just say sauce? Junior, what do you know? Why do you know likes? Why do you know the word sauce? Yep, a fabled dragon, a sus info broker, an odd contractor, a problematic ex-gladiator, then exemptions, a normal girl and a furball. Among Us.
まあ今思えば
You know, now that I think about it,
あなたたちを勧誘した
the
ところ
gears of
から
fate only began turning after I
やっと歯
invited
車
you
が
two
回
to
る
join,
とした
huh?
ね。だな。お前らがいなきゃ
Everyone's here!
ここまで来れなかったぜ。
Right? If you guys weren't around, we wouldn't have made it this far.
それは大げさだろ
That's probably an
Bah.
exaggeration,
案外
but
役に立ったのは事
I
実だが
suppose it's true that they came surprisingly handy. Everyone's here! Ah,
す
you
まない
guys!
どうにも目が覚めてしまっ
Apologies.
てな
My eyes refuse to remain shut despite my efforts.
最後の夜だしこれで終わり
Whenever
だ
I
なと
think
思う
about
と
how this saw last
眠る
night
のがもったい
and that
な
our
くて
journey ends here, sleeping it away feels like such a waste. So everyone felt the same way, huh?
寝ろって言ったのに。
Oh, everyone.
仕方のない子
I
たち
told you to
ね。
get your beauty rest. What a problematic bunch. Contrary to his words, Junior smiled, and I could sense his genuine joy in it.
ま、せっかくだし、
Well, since we're
ちょ
already
っ
all
とみんな
here,
で涼みましょうか。
let's enjoy the breeze for a little while. No one wants to go to bed. It's like a sleepover. No one wants to be the first to go to bed. This is nice.
わあ、今日は特に
Hey,
星が
look.
綺麗だな
The。stars are especially pretty tonight.
星の瞬きが精霊さん
They're
みたい
twinkling like little spirits. In a grassy plain, a bit away from our camp, we were all sitting down, admiring the sky together. This is so cute!
流れ星だな
A shooting star.
そういえば 流
That
れ星
reminds
が消え
me.
る前に願いをか
Do
け
you
る
wanna
と
know the legend that if you
願い
make
が
a
叶う
wish before the shooting star leaves the
みんな知ってる？
sky, it'll come true?
そうなのか？
Really?
俺は初
I've
めて
never
聞いた
heard
な。
that before.
流れ星も何もこれから
It's
本
not like
当
we
に
need to
願いが
ask a
叶うん
shooting
だろう。
star. Our wishes really will be granted soon.
おう、そういやそうだった。
Ah, yeah, I almost forgot. You're going to borrow that mystic tool stored in the castle, right, Sephora?
あ
Yeah.
アーテールを出た時はお前らには関係
This
ない
brings back
とか言って
memories.
たのにな。
You would always say, I owe you an explanation back when we first asked Althea, wouldn't you?
あの時を思い出すと
In
もはや
contrast
別
to back
人だよ
then,
な。
you're practically a stranger. I want a CG of everyone looking at the stars together so bad too. I agree, Azia, I agree. I want it so bad, I want it so bad.
口が悪いのは変わらないけ
His
どな
tongue。is as sharp as always though. We need it, we need the
うるさい。
CG. We deserve
変
it.
わったのはみんな同じだろ。
Silence, I'm not the only one who's different. That applies to everyone here.
イーオンなんて元治安維持隊の縁から命令
Eon,
で
for
同行したとか言ってた
claimed
が
that he was a former officer
完全に
here
嘘
under
だったしな。
orders, but that turned out to be a complete lie.
それは
I
すまなかった。
sorry about that.
経歴が嘘なのは最初から知ってたけどな。
I know, please give us a CG, I'm praying. Well, I did know that you were lying about your past from the very beginning.
いいよ。命令だから願いはないっ
You
て。
mentioned you didn't have a wish
あの時
because
に
you
言
were
ってたよ
joining
ね。
under orders, didn't you?
あれも嘘？
Was that a lie too?
願いに関しては嘘。
In terms of my lack of a wish, it was not a lie.
指示されて参加したのは本当のことだ。
I really did participate under orders.
みんなももう分かってると思うけど、あーちゃ
I
んが
think
参加するよ
everyone
う
already
にって言
knows
って
by
たよ
now,
ね。
but Ali really did tell him to join.
でもそれはイーオンの願いに
Although
直結するものよ。
that actually has a direct connection to what he really wants.
そうだな。
Yes,
分かってはいる。
I am aware.
ア
The
レストさ
plan
んが考
Les
えてくれて
proposed,
い
in
ることは
truth, will be a step
本当は
toward granting my
自分
desire.
の願いにつながるものだと。
Oh, what do you desire? Eon placed a hand against his eye patch before fixing his gaze on Pashalia.
そういうパスハリアはどうなんだ？
I shall return that question. What about you, Pashalia?
両親にプレゼントするための魔法具
You
を
said you
もら
were
うとか
going to
言っ
ask
て
for
たか。
mystic tools to give to your parents, right?
うん。
I
今は
did,
ね。
yeah.
ちょっとだけ
But
変わったん
now
だ。
it's slightly different too.
そうなのか？
It is?
うん。
Mm-hmm.
旅の中で見つかるかなと思って
There was something I was
た
looking
探し物があったんだけど
Something I thought I might find during our travels.
見つけられなかったから
But
王様を
I
頼っ
didn't
てみよ
quite
うかなっ
manage
て
it, so I might try asking the king for help. What kind of something would that be? Pasalia's wore a troubled smile. He poked a water hourglass on his hip lightly before answering in a subdued voice.
内緒
It's a secret.
そこまで言っといて
So,
内緒
like,
かよ。
is the only reason we know what Zephora wants to do because we're in his route? Is that it? I don't know. It seems weird that no one else is telling us. Hey, don't leave us hanging like that.
まあまあ、人の秘密は無理に暴くものじゃないでしょ。
Forces them to expose their secrets isn't very nice.
それより、あなたたちはどうなの？旅しなが
What
ら
about
考
you guys
え
then?
るって言ってたけど、
You always mentioned you were going to think along the way.
ちゃんと願いは決まった？
Have you made up your mind?
ああ、それは。
Well...
お前はどうだ？
Cirrus, how are things on your end? I'm not sure. When I'd left Althea, I thought about using my wish for Spiria's sake. That remained unchanged. Still, I want to choose something that will benefit Spiria and Radiant. But it's not a wish I'd like the king to grant, and it doesn't have to happen soon. But I think that one day, if I could travel around the world again with everyone, just like this, it'd be nice. It had been a casual suggestion on my part. But for a second, everyone froze, as if they'd rehearsed that movement. It was brief, however, a heartbeat later.
バカなこと言うな。
don't speak nonsense. My journey with this oddball group is finally about to end, you know.
この規模の旅をするには資金がいる。
A trip of this scale requires hefty funding.
その金額を出せというのは難し
Assessing
いと
such
思
a
う。
sum aside would be rather difficult. Shut up,
楽しい
realist.
だろうなとは思うけど、時間は
I
有
do
限
think
だ
it
から
sounds
ね。
fun, but time never waits for anyone.
そうだな。
Well,
いつか
if we're able to go
また旅
traveling
ができ
again
たら
one day, it would be a
きっと
great
楽しいだろう
time.
な。
No one declined outright, but none of them voiced their agreement either. I can tell that they're not against the idea, but... A shooting star. Feeling a little awkward, I stared up at the sky and happened to see a star racing across.
あ、流れ星。
Ah, another shooting star! Everyone stayed completely silent while the star blazed a trail across the night sky. I didn't know whether everyone made a wish, nor what they wished for, but the only one who broke the silence was Jinya.
さ、そろそろ寝ま
No
しょう。
CG? So no CG? Okay, then let's go back to bed.
笑顔を振りまいてきた私たちに
We
切な
spread
い
smiles
話
to
は似合
everyone
わな
we
いわ
met
よ。
along the way, so a sad end isn't our style.
ま、そうだな。
Well, I
そもそ
suppose you're
もこれ
right.
で何もかも
The
決
final
着って
showdown's
わけで
still
もないし
waiting
な。
for us.
まだフローラは一つ
Exactly.
残ってるし
We。still have another
もう
floor
一
to
頑張り
go,
よ。
so we've got to work hard one more time.
珍しいな。
Huh.
ジーニアが葉っ
I
ぱを
think
か
that
けるなん
Junior
て
should be the one lacking,
明日
making
の天気
motivational
は大荒れ
speeches.
だな。
I should buy a lottery ticket.
せっかくここまで来たんだもの。ハッピーに終
We've
わらせ
come
たい
this
じゃない。
far. Of course we want to end it on a happy note. End it on a happy note while giving us a CG game.
もちろん、あくまで私らしい。エ
Naturally,
レガント
that
に
nose must gel with our fashion and brim with elegance, but
最後の締めに熱くなるのも
I suppose it isn't all that bad to get passionate about a finale sometimes, don't you think? So no CG! Rude. That's so rude of them. We did it. We did this chapter. Oh my god, the ending to that was so sad. I'm so upset it's the last. I'm
帰ってきたわよ愛しの王と
Jinya, please. Jinya, please. I'm sad it's like near the end. I'm so sad it's near the end now, but I'm excited to finish a route, but I'm sad. I'm sad. It's been a really good time today though. I've had fun. It's been a really nice story today. Chapter 5. Scary. So scary. Let me... And I don't want it to end either. Movie? Is that just the opening? Where is it? There we go. So we'll end things here for today. But it's been really fun again. It's been really fun. Next one's gonna maybe be the end of the route. I think it's the last chapter. I would assume it's the last chapter. So next time is clown time, everyone. There's still so many CGs we haven't unlocked though, so I wonder what else is hiding in this game. But in the meantime, I will end things here for today. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. It's been really fun to play this game with everyone again. Thank you so much for taking the time on your day. Just like what Jinya says. So, I'll end stream here for today. But thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, or evening. And I'm going to see you all again very, very soon. Bye, everyone!
Thank you.